Your head is perfectly covered. Perfectly covered by the microphone. No one can see you. You're obscura. Don't walk on that. That's not stable. You know, anytime I want you to sit there, I can't pay you to be over there. The one time I want you to sit in my lap, and you won't do it. I love you too, Bubby. Blah. Hello. Hey, hi, hello there, and welcome to Wednesday Night Live. We're gonna have a Zachary Michael-a-thon. Zachary Michelle. Marie, it's Marie. Ugh. I like their hair today, and that shirt. It's staring at me. Oh yeah, chat. I'm like, what am I forgetting? The chat. I don't see my chat. Blop. I have a very low latency going on, so hypothetically, you guys should be able to... There shouldn't be that much of a lag between me and you guys. Hypothetically. Oh wow, we've already got gifts. Hang on. Pop out, chat. Come here, chat. Come to me. Is the AC fixed? Kind of. We have 3 AC units in the apartment. They're all in the windows, so I've got 3 window units. They replaced 1 of the 3, so no, but kind of. Who gave out, aw, Yami. You said party blowers. I love party blowers. I'm not gonna lie. I was the annoying kid with those things. I would make people crazy with those. Hey, hi, hello there. Yes. Hope life is treating me better. It's, you know, I can't complain. I mean, I can, but I'm not gonna. I could complain. I probably will at some part. Is this the first Zachary... Oh, this is the first Zachary Michael video I've ever seen. I watched it this morning. Yeah, so this is only about 18 minutes long. So theoretically we can get through it. You know how I am. But I know that there's another one about the yellow dress live that I want to watch as well. So I thought maybe because I also want to talk about Rosee's whole documentary thing. So I figured we'll do it. We'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We'll watch some Zachary Marie and we'll watch some Rosee. So that way, you know, it'll 2 birds, 1 stone. So there you go. Oh yeah, don't be on top chat, guys. Don't be a victim of top chat. I watch every ZM video the minute it's uploaded. I have a problem. You know, I used to watch Zachary a lot way back in the day. Actually back before they were they. And then I quit for a really long time. And I'm just kind of out of the practice of it now. My phone is going crazy. How about you just stop? And all right, we're setting the timer for 15 minutes. And now I'm just kind of getting back into it. And I forgot how funny they can be. It's kind of like with Pulpy. Like, Pulpy's really funny, but it's just not my habit, so I forget. So, all right. So we're going to watch this. Rosee's going to be in a documentary about paradise, and then the other one is, I forget, Rosee's still talking about, or Rosie's going to tell us about her documentary or something like that. But that's the next one. So, hello, Bluck. Hello, Bluck. Hello, Waoma. Hello, a shrimp fried my rice. Haven't seen you in a minute. Hello, Tea with Unicorn. Hello, Down by the River. Yummy got here. YouTube gave me the wrong time. You know what? Whatever. I give up on YouTube. Hello, Witchy Knight. Hello, Tundra. Hello, Sugar-Free Bubble Tea. Hello, Sangi and Tebe. Hello, Thinks? Have I been saying your name wrong this entire time? That Crab Life. Hello. Hello, Heather Rose. Hello, Adrian. Wait, why is... Okay, never mind. That's going to throw me off every time. Hello, Ellie Crew. Oliver's personal assistant. Triceratops and Jessie B and Annie. Grace Moore. The Glitter Files is here. So how are you handling, Glitter? How are you handling, Anna's, departure from the internet? Because I'm not entirely sure exactly what... Are you going to finish her book, I guess is my question? Because that's my... If you're going to finish her book, I might do the second read still if you're going to finish her book. If you're not, then I'm not going to do it. That's kind of where I'm sitting with that one. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't know. I don't see a point to making more content on her unless she comes back. Which, you know, she hasn't closed her accounts. As I think it was Rex pointed out. So, hello Sky. Hello. I think I said hello to Heather. Never wanted to be famous. Yeah, sure. Sure, she didn't. She wanted to be famous all her life. She didn't want to be infamous. She didn't want to be criticized. That's what she wanted. Hello, Miss King of Anything. Baby Girl. Corvid. Bertha. His second channel cracks you up. I just saw that he had a second channel. That Zachary had a second channel. I'm going to do my best to use they, thems. Hello, LaFay. Hello, Bella. Hello, chat jumping so I can't see anything anymore. Glitter says I'm not going to finish her book. It's not the end of the world or life that she left the internet. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fair. That's fair. Hello, Jojo B. I'm kind of like you. I'm like, eh. She was tapering off anyway, so, you know. We still have Rosee, you guys. We still have Rosee. And, Anna, or not Anna, Amber, occasionally. So, hello, Kemp. My life has not changed since her departure, eating and breathing as usual. Well, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, Allie made it. Hannah's here. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. Anna videos are probably my top watched videos, so I mean, I'm probably gonna feel it if I don't make Anna videos. I've already seen an unsubscribes. I've already seen people unsubscribing, so I know it's gonna hit the channel, but at the same time, like, I don't want to just do retro stuff, and I don't want to just make content on her just to make content, because it's boring. It's just boring, and I feel like it's a little pointless if she's not still on the internet. If she comes back, or if there's something on Facebook that she posts that I feel is particularly interesting or egregious, I'll put a video together just because, like, that's what we do. But otherwise, I just don't see a point to it. Because I didn't build this channel around picking apart every little thing she does. And also, I don't have a Facebook account, so whatever she does on Facebook, unless it gets posted on the Reddit that must not be named, I'm not going to know about it, because I'm not going to go open a Facebook account just to keep an eye on Anna. I don't care. Walma says, speaking of Anna, oh shoot, I forgot to link his video. Speaking of Anna, Colin Mockery is still around. I know he's still around, Walma. He's just not making videos, and that's what I was bemoaning. He makes such good videos. Hello, CSR Rayburn. Here to say hello and good night. Got a lot of cats to feed. Me yoga to teach tomorrow. Oh, well, have fun teaching yoga and pet all of the cats. You've forgotten about Anna so quickly. Well, she kind of just stopped doing stuff even before she left. Glitter says I should be working on videos today, but I don't feel like editing anything, so things will be delayed. Well, I got a good editor if you want to borrow my editor. Allie. When one cow falls, another shall rise. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering who's going to be the next cow in the pasture. The thing, though, with me, because I was thinking about that, I was like, I could go out and go find somebody to follow. But at the same time, like, what drew me to Amber, well, what drew me to Amber was just Schadenfreude. I learned a new word, not Schadenfreude, but I can't pronounce it. But it's different. It means secondhand embarrassment. I learned that too. That's completely not the point. I don't have ADHD, you guys. But the thing that drew me to Amber was just like, it wasn't just Amber. It was the community around Amber. It was the Amberverse, right? And that is kind of what interests me. That's like the only thing really that interests me about Foodie is her beezers. Not y'all, but her beezers. You know, the people that, like, the toxic people around her. Not y'all, because I know people watch her kind of like a train wreck, because I mean, I keep tabs on her through like Milky Tea. Yeah, I'm saying her name wrong. I know I am. And she watches her. So, I mean, people who aren't wishing her ill watch her, but the people who like interact with her beezers, those people are fucking crazy. And so those people are interesting to me. I guess what I'm trying to say is that the reason why I followed the girls that we follow is because of the communities that were around them. Anna was a little different. Anna didn't have a community really around her. Anna I followed because I actually kind of liked Anna. I liked what she was doing. I mean, I didn't like Anna. I don't think I could have been in a room more than 5 minutes with her. But she was interesting. She did interesting things in a very dumb way. It's just like, what stupid thing is Anna gonna do today? Rosee's got the community thing going for her. You know, Rosee herself isn't particularly interesting. She's basically Amber 2.0. So she's got the Rosieverse, her kitchen. She's got that going for her quirky crew. So whoever the next cow is going to be, exactly, Teardrop. Whoever the next cow is going to be, it can't just be like lunatic person. It's got to be somebody with a community that is interesting as well. Four Paws in a Book says, hello, I'm lurking. I'm going to go pick my dog up from the groomer. Well, I hope they look dapper. The professionals say I don't have ADHD, but the looks on the face when I tell people make me doubt those professionals. Are you what is it? A self-assessed ADHDer? You can have my ADHD if you want down by the river. You can have it. It's not serving me any good. But do you know the price you pay? I do, actually. I do, Kempres. I do. And thank you for the super chat. They don't tell you the price. I wish I had a soundboard. There's so many things I would have on that goddamn soundboard. Is there a barbecue chillin' channel for Rosee? Well, it's, I think Nikki's starting to fill those shoes. Hello, Just Jamie. Good to see you. I keep wondering when Just Jamie's going to open a channel, honestly. She needs to just call it The Archives. The Akasha Record. But Nikki's just started cutting things down. I don't know how Barbecue Chilling puts stuff out as fast as they do. The first ever Tiny Blue was Anna in Hawaii having the worst time. She fascinates me how she could have, like, she goes to the best places on the planet and she goes to a happiness retreat and she's fucking miserable. And I'm just like, how do you do that? That's amazing. Ah, crap. Hello, Hot Latte. Hello, everybody who snuck in on me. I was ranting and I wasn't looking. Me and you through and through. Yeah, I don't cover... Oh, that's fine, Glitter. Not everybody wants an editor. I just got to the point where I didn't like editing anymore. Anna was your gateway drug to girl world. See, Anna's so mild. Anna's like mild hot sauce. And then the rest of the girls are like spicy hot sauce that's gone rancid. But you're never gonna... Jamie says it's never gonna happen. Yeah, Found Fiber Art says, Aren't You Exhausted has done some cut downs too. Yeah, both of them do good cut downs. But both of them also have like regular jobs, so their stupid real world interferes. And I just don't have it in me. The Akasha Records. Yeah. The girl world Akasha Records. Yeah, I mean, if I could find another person who's like... Somebody new like Anna would be kind of nice. Somebody who's not like... Well, somebody who's like train wrecky, but not like... foodie. Someone who's not foodie. I actually thought about looking into the plus size park hoppers, but like I've been told that they're really nice people, and I don't want to like... Of course, it wouldn't be bad to follow somebody who's nice, you know, have something nice to say about someone. That wouldn't be the worst thing on the planet. And I don't want to go after Sal. I heard he's having a rough patch, but I don't want to go after Sal because I actually like Sal. And I would be a little too biased, unfortunately. Trainwreck Light. Yeah, Jennifer, exactly. Trainwreck Light. Hello, Horse and Rider Wellness. Hello. Yeah, exactly, Glitter. To be honest with you, I'm happy Anna decided to leave the internet and hope she seeks the help she needs. Yeah, exactly. I think that's pretty much where everybody is. Park size plus hoppers. Aren't they called that? Jesse B? Nothing bad happened to Salwam. I think he's plateauing. That's what I've been told. I haven't watched him in a minute. Hi, baby girl. The door's open. I think Daddy's feeding you if you'd go outside. And come up, say hi. Oh, hello. Want to say hi, everybody? Want to say hi? You gonna purr? You're not purring? Oh, there we go. Yes, you got some purrs. Got some purrs for everybody. Stop. Plus size park hoppers. What are we doing? What are you doing? What do you think you're doing? Why do you do this? I can't hold you like this. I need to be able to, like, move. She doesn't respond to pss, 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 pss. She's too sophisticated for that. I was really into an MLM. Oh, you know what? An MLM would be kind of fun. I thought about doing some Abby Sharp again. Especially since, I'm doing the Jillian Michaels and the Surrounded thing. Jillian brought up Abby Sharp, and no. You may not take things out from a desk. That's what she wants. So I was like, oh yeah, Abby Sharp exists. I forgot. So her viral leggings review, and I've been sucked into a girl world rabbit hole ever since. Well, if you guys have some ideas or some suggestions. Yours is a short-haired tabby. Yeah, I believe she is referred to as a cinnamon tabby. I don't know. We like to classify our cats in fancy ways. They're all mutts. None of them are purebreds. I've never had a purebred cat. I don't know if I ever would, honestly, unless it was like a rescue. I put some Crafty Slaughter LLC videos on my watch lists. Everyone has been clowning on did Abby do something particular? Like, Crab says, I personally can't watch Jillian Michaels. I totally respect and admire. Oh, okay, so here's the thing with Jillian. If it wasn't for the fact that this was an FA thing, at FA acceptance A thing, I wouldn't be covering it, honestly. I don't follow Jillian at all. I really don't know a whole lot about her. There's actually there's two more videos, and in the third video, the first woman that she argues with sits back down with her and brings up the new food pyramid, and obviously that's from the current administration. And I was like, wait a minute. And I think someone in my comments has mentioned that she's a supporter of the current administration, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. So I'm not a fan, but the thing is I'm taking her arguments at merit with what she's bringing, and so far she hasn't been wrong. So, and no one has sat down with a counter argument or any kind of factual counter argument. So it's not like I can be like, aha, there's no counter argument, but we're only on the second claim. So I don't know. Anyway, there's a crafty Roz. Hello, Cadillac Smack. Is that the crafty Slaughter? Is that who you guys are talking about? That's a crafty Roz. Oh, hello, clown sourcing. Lana Lulu. All right. Hey, Weird Wicked. You made it. The tone of voice Jillian uses to speak to people is very condescending. Yes. To be fair, though, the people that are talking to her are not friendly. She speaks to people like they are dumb. But I did enjoy her arguments for this particular thing. Yeah, I feel like she's given as good as she gets with some of these people. It is interesting to watch. It's been very entertaining. Jillian's message is usually well intended and correct, but she is definitely unlikable as a person for various reasons. Yeah, I don't like her. I don't. And watching this debate isn't making me like her more. She can bring up facts and studies while others can't. She does her stuff. She's just, yeah, exactly, Wicked. I don't like her. Just, no one's arguing against her. It's just a bunch of FA and Hayes people and Bopo who just want to sit down and just be shitty to her. And I'm like, it's cool and all, but that's not an argument. This isn't a debate. All you're doing is just trying to, I don't know what you're trying to do, to be perfectly honest, but it's making y'all look dumb, and it's making her look pretty fucking smart, actually. So if your intention was to sit down and one up her, she does get into it with oh god, what is her name? Tigress. Fuck, I forget her last name, but her first name is Tigress, and she is the current executive. She's the head of the fat acceptance, the big fat acceptance group right now. The one who actually has the trademark of fat acceptance. She's the head of that group right now. And that lady does get her a little riled up, but only because at the close of that argument, that woman basically starts calling Jillian starts implying that she's racist because she can't win the argument any other way. And so she starts implying that that Jillian is racist and homophobic, which is really weird because Jillian's a lesbian. I mean, I guess you could be, but it's just she really gets Jillian on an off foot. But it's not. I mean, maybe she is, but it's not because Jillian is or does anything particularly, bigoted. It's just this woman, the tigress, she doesn't have an argument. She's losing the argument, as a matter of fact, to Jillian. And when, you know, the Fat Acceptance and the Bopo and the Hayes people, they get pinned and they don't have anything else to argue, that's how they argue. They turn the conversation around on you and they start doing anything they can to attack you and your character. And usually it turns around to, well, you're an ableist. Well, you're this. Well, you're a racist. Well, blah, 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 blah. Because nobody wants to be those things, especially when you're being called that by someone who's a person of color and you're white. You don't want that. So it usually will catch people off guard, and I guess you win. But, you know, the only way to really get out of that situation is to just disengage from the conversation, because there's no conversation occurring anymore. So there's no point in trying to do anything. You're Pretty When You're Drunk has been a member for 6 months of the undergrads. Thank you. Are you enjoying your homework? All right, I was ignoring everybody to make my point. You like my pirate shirt? Thank you. I got it at Target. It was on sale. And I was like, yes. So it is crafty. Well, maybe I'll check out Crafty Slaughter then. That might be fun. Exactly, Teardrop. This is going to be everywhere now, isn't it? She's raw as if she stayed in church and tried to become a girl boss with questionable sanitation processes. We might check her out when we're done with Zachary. How long have I been live now? Probably longer than I should be. How long have I been running my gob? Almost a half hour. All right, how about we actually do something? Yeah, Jillian's tone is very not great, but it's fun to watch. I thought Jillian adopted a black child. I have no idea. That crab life. I really don't know anything. I know she's a lesbian, and that's pretty much it. So it says I didn't know Jillian was a lesbian. Yeah, she's been married to the same woman for like ever. So, I mean, long-standing relationship, I guess. Yeah, her last name's pretty boss too. I mean, like, I don't like the lady, and I don't like what she stands for, and I don't like how she argued with Jillian, but like, her name is kick ass. Like, you win in general. You just have to walk into a room and be like, I am Tigress so-and-so. And like, everybody's just like, all right, well, you win. Because that shit, a hell of a name. I am enjoying my homework. Excellent. You're going to be mowing and listening. All right, well, let's get into this. All right, so this is Zachary Michael. I am going to speed them up. All right, they're already at 1.3, but we might slow them down? Question mark? It's been a long time since I've listened to Zachary, so we might end up slowing Zach down. But this is the first one. This one's only 18 minutes long. This is Rosee is going to be in a documentary about paradise. So are we going to ignore what Jillian said about slavery and white hate? I have no idea what she said, Wyoming, so I guess not intentionally. Also, even if she had, I have no idea if she adopted. Yeah, that would be. She didn't address anything, honestly, in that part of the conversation. She was a little flabbergasted, which was kind of funny to watch, honestly. I'm making bulletins for church. Excellent. Time well spent. Shh. I thought I turned my phone down. Sorry. Let me fix that before we get into this. Oy. Oh, I'm not saying there aren't genuine racists out there. And I'm not saying Jillian isn't one of them. Oh, well, yeah, I think the thing is most people don't know really anything about Jillian because she's kind of like a D or Z lister. Like, once she wasn't popular for Biggest Loser anymore, she just kind of faded away. Like, I know she's busy and she's kind of successful, but like... So, hello, Ducky Bits. Hello, Mary Minx. Crazy cat lady. All right, anyway. So, place your bets how long it's going to take to get through 18 minutes. Right, anyway.
Hey everybody, it's me.
Oh, that's really loud. Turn that down a little.
Zach, and welcome back to my channel.
Who is that they, them on my screen?
Hey everybody, hi, hello, it's me, Zach! Hey, hi, welcome to me. Anyways, we are here today because, well, one, I woke up, well, that's not why we're here today, but I woke up today to...
Heather Rose says 2 hours. How dare. How's type 1 if the sound for him is good? Or sorry, if the sound for Zachary's good?
Feeling super well. I'm feeling quite a bit better now, but because of that, I have much more limited time to make content, and I had a headache yesterday, and so I didn't make anything then either, and I just want to give the people what they want, which is Zachary, Michael, Marie on their screens. I don't know if that's true, actually. I don't know what y'all want. Well, I know some of y'all. There's actually one girlie. Shout out to Sarah Grant, who is in the comment section of every video of mine on both the main channel, on the Zachary Michael also channel where I re-upload Twitch stuff. Sarah Grant is a real one. She'll watch whatever I put out, and even if she doesn't like it, and then she always gives me the engagement to let me know what she does or doesn't like, which I also appreciate. So, Sarah, like I responded to in a comment, please never change. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate somebody who is like, I just genuinely like Zach enough that, like, even if Zach is over here talking about some shit I don't give a shit about, like, I'm tuned in, I'm clocked in, and I appreciate somebody who will watch stuff even if it's...
I do too. I like it when people... Okay, I don't like it when you argue with me, obviously, but I like when you argue in good faith, if that makes sense. And I like that people will continue to watch even if they're not 100% behind it, you know? Because not everybody watches me for all of my content. I do a bunch of stuff nowadays, and not everybody likes all of the girls. Like right now we're having this discussion about Jillian. But I like that everybody manages to stay respectful. Now, I adjusted his sound because he was... I adjusted Zachary's sound because they were too loud in my head. So hopefully they're still at a decent sound for you guys. Hello, Des. Hello, K-Buns. Who else snuck in? Did I say hi to you, Fallen? Mammy Bell, hello. Right. So hopefully the sound is for him or for Zachary. God damn it, I'm gonna get it right. Hopefully the sound for Zachary is still good. He was a tiny bit loud, Ruby. Okay. Hello, Flaming Upholstery. It was on fire when I laid down on it.
Even if it's not maybe their favorite content. So be like Sarah. Let me know that you hate something, but you better come back tomorrow for tomorrow's video and let me know that you like it or don't like it, and just keep coming back to every video. No, for real, shout out to Sarah. I give her a lot of shout outs on Twitch too, because she's got a lot of opinions about the things we watch on Twitch as well, and it just tickles me every time I see her in the comments. Anyways, oh my gosh, that was such a long-winded tangent of a shout out to a commenter. Shout out to the rest of y'all that comment on my videos as well, but Sarah just has a special place in my heart. So the real reason we're here today, though, and this is going to be a shorter video as long as I can shut up for a second and get to the point, is that this morning or today, or well, this is 3 hours ago, so I guess that's technically morning for me, maybe not morning for Rosee Lynn Reed, but about 3 hours ago, Rosee made a community tab post letting folks know the thing that she was in Vegas for, finally. I know people have been asking, people have been wondering, so she made a post, and she said, you might want to watch this trailer if you want to see a familiar face. Vegas was an experience for so many reasons. June 10th on the ID network will be available on HBO Max.
So I listened. I was making a reaction to this, and the first part of the yellow dress live, and I just need to get it edited before I post it. I re-listened, and I heard her say that it's going to be on the TV. So I am not entirely sure how I'm going to be able to watch it, because I don't think I have HBO, which means I don't have ID either. I don't think. I might have HBO. Either way, I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to be able to watch it. I think some of the Discords might be, you know, so maybe that's how I'll end up watching it, but I'm not entirely sure. Hello, Lalamuchi. They don't tell you the price you pay. The price you pay is way too much for HBO Max. That's the price you pay. Crap leaf. I love that damn fish. I may change up the emojis every now and then, but I don't think I'm ever getting rid of that damn fish.
And it links to a video for a trailer for something called Big Girls Wanted, Escaping Paradise.
Flow state. Thank you, Bewitchy. And hello. I don't think I said hello to you, didn't I?
Bar official trailer, bar ID. And it is on the Investigation Discovery YouTube channel. We are going to take a look at it, but before we get to the trailer, and I'm going to try to react to the trailer. I don't know, Discovery, TLC, all of those channels love to try to like copyright me, even if I'm like doing fair use and stuff like that. So we'll see what actually comes of the reaction to this. But what I do want to say is I was locked in, tuned in when Rosee was in Vegas. And I'm curious to see what she was doing because we got to see her do all the other stuff she attempted to do in Vegas, which was mostly eating, talking to strangers on the street, and complaining about not being able to get around Vegas the way that she wanted to.
That was pretty much Vegas. And her spitting food into napkins because because she went to the cheapest buffet she could find, and lo and behold, the food wasn't very good. Even though she could have gone to a better buffet, but she didn't. Excuse me, a better buffet. But she didn't want to pay the price because she is a surprising tightwad. She expects other people to spend their money freely on her, but when it comes to her spending her money, she's a tightwad.
In fact, she ended that trip saying like, oh my gosh, there's so many changes I need to make in my life so that I can get around better. And I think we have seen since Vegas, she hasn't really made a lot of changes to her life.
Oh my God, Ducky Bits. I started watching the crochet drama and I haven't gotten through it. I want to watch that because I actually watch another person who keeps track of that. And it is crazy talk. It's so entertaining. Hello, Southern Bonita. Hello, Santiago. And Escape. And hello, Miss Dryla. Miss Dryla, what was the word that you taught me that meant secondhand embarrassment? The German word. Because I was trying to remember it earlier. And you were the one that told me what it was.
Life to her lifestyle, the things she does. The only thing that's really changed is now she's dating Remington Bolt Action Rifle III, right? So, all of that being said, I'm curious because she did suggest that, she was working on some kind of production, filming something, being interviewed, things like that. Now, at the time, a lot of people did actually speculate that it had something to do with Paradise. And if you don't know what Paradise is, I only kind of know because, funnily enough, like around that same time, I was getting TikToks in my For You page that were about this guy who...
No, it's not Schadenfreude. Escape. That's what I thought too. It's like, it's not Schadenfreude. It starts with an S. No, it doesn't. It doesn't start with an S. Crap.
Who lives in Vegas and has a mansion, a huge home, some sort of situation type of deal where he has all of these plus size women present and he makes TikToks and content with them. I'm sure there's more to it.
It didn't show up. It's just like a, what is that? Why isn't it showing up? Oh, there we go. Why isn't it showing up? It's from Fremdschämen. Why isn't that showing up? That's so weird. FREMDSCHA. Is that an umlaut? MEN. Yeah, thanks, K-Ban. So in my chat, for some reason, it's just showing up as like a symbol. And then it says secondhand embarrassment. It's like translating it for me. Why is it doing that? Do I have a setting or something? Huh. I'll have to look into that. I don't know why it's doing that. That's annoying. If I hover over it, it changes it to the word. That's so weird. Thanks, YouTube. I needed that. I don't need that at all. I even have the keyboard set up so that I could type German if I wanted to. Whatever. We used the wrong word. We did, Bella. We did. Jordy, well, at least the rest of you can see it. That's good. All right, well. Fremdschämen. Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. We're not there yet, though. The bots don't like it, apparently. See, here, Fanny put a word up, and I can't see it either. Oh, you put the same word up. Cringe. Yeah, see? It's translating it in different ways. But it's just everyone it's putting up a symbol for. Huh. That's so weird. I wish I could show you what I'm talking about, but I can't, so trust me on this one. Literally, and each time it's the same word, only there's a different definition. Because one of you has typed it out and it says cringe. Another one of you has typed it out and it says vicarious embarrassment. And then there's an arrow and it says secondhand embarrassment. Every time Miss Jarla types it out, it says secondhand embarrassment. It's in the DM. Oh yeah, no, thank you for catching it for me. Yeah, I have the DM up. Zincat says 1 month anniversary. Break out the grape salad. No. Desi says technically I was right that Rosee was in Vegas for corn because they do that content at that house. So, well, okay. Here's the thing. Well, okay, wait. Now it's the umlaut. The umlaut's the two little doodads above the A, right? That's what's triggering it. Interesting. All right, anyway, no one cares. So for those of you, because a handful of you were saying when she was in Vegas, way back when she went to Vegas, a handful of people were saying that she was there for Paradise. We weren't exactly sure why, so whatever your reasonings for why she was there for Paradise, whatever those were, maybe they were correct, maybe they weren't. But for those of you who were saying that she was there for Paradise, give yourself a gold star because you were relatively correct. She was there for something to do with Paradise. So good job. Ellie says, I care. I wish I could show you guys what I'm talking about. So apparently if you use the little modified letters, it translates it to the definition of the word as opposed to just putting the word up. So I don't get it. I don't need it to do that. I would actually prefer it doesn't do that. Well, you can't just put the letter because the letter doesn't translate into any kind of definition. But yeah, like Yami's got it there with the O. Your bet was ex-Mormonism? I don't know. Because it didn't used to do that to you with Unicorn. This is new. People have typed out Spanish and German in my chats, and you just wanted to be fancy. Sorry. My bad. All right, anyway. Nothing to do with what we're actually talking about. Anyway.
Than just that.
Oliver says you get a gold star. You get a gold. Southern Manita says you get a gold star, and you get a gold star. I don't. I have no idea. I don't remember why I said she was in Vegas, but it wasn't for Paradise, so I don't get a gold star. Not this time.
I think also around this time, people were really fascinated. Oh, what was her name? There was another content creator, maybe named Zio, Xio, and people were talking about her a lot in this corner of the internet because apparently Tommy Salami, Amberlynn Reed's girlfriend, had been in her live streams and things like that, and she was in a hospital and really suffering from a lot of obesity-related things, and she was like eating fast food and stuff in the hospital, doing these live streams and stuff. I'm paraphrasing a lot because I don't know a ton of that from my own personal knowledge. Like, I didn't watch a lot of that content. I just knew that it was happening at the time. But she's apparently also connected to this Paradise thing, I think. And so, I don't know, there was just a period of time where a lot of that stuff was on my For You page. The thing that I'm confused about is I don't really know exactly what Rosee has to do with that outside of being big. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know that she is directly connected to any of that. I guess we'll find out because we're going to watch this trailer. And I should also say that Rosee already has a live stream planned for today at 4 p.m. my time, which I'll be live streaming on Twitch during that time. So it's possible that this won't even come out, like this video that I'm recording now won't even come out before she gets done live streaming. So there might be more to this story if I can't get this out sooner than that and you're seeing her live stream and thinking like, well, Zach, she's already updated on this, that, the other. I will do a follow-up if she says anything of particular interest when we get to, or when she gets to live streaming and things like that.
Guys, I want to like Zio or Zio. I really do, but I don't like her. Okay, now YouTube's just being stupid. Whatever. I think YouTube's having a hard... Remember when YouTube had the thing and you couldn't type in English in any of the chats for the lives? Remember when that happened? That was like a couple months ago now, I think closer to the beginning of the year. Remember when that happened? I have a feeling that's happening again. Well, Yami just typed out in Japanese, and it doesn't show me the Japanese, but it shows the translation of it. But like Southern Bonita typed out, I think on Nikki's, there's no modified letters, and it did a translation thing to I think of Nikki's. So I think something's wrong with YouTube, which is not surprising. However, if y'all want to keep typing words with special letters in it, this is kind of fun. Hello, Pulpy's wig. How did you even manage that, Tea with Unicorn? The letters are showing up fine for the rest of y'all? That's good. It's real. I really wish I could show you what I'm talking about. Hello, Azale. Let me try this one. Azalens. Azales. Okay. Hello. I'm glad you caught alive. It's Chinese. Well, I mean, I know it's Chinese. Look, I know my weird letters, okay? God, I've watched enough foreign television shows. Don't ask me to read it. I don't know what the hell it says. See, that's Korean. Chat GPT. No, not my precious chat. Azazel? Is that Azazel? Am I stupid? Don't answer that. No, there's an N in it. I am in psychosis. This is true, BJ. This is very, very true. Anthony. Leave me alone. I'm going back to my video now. You guys are just making fun of me.
So, again, this might just be a shorter video. We're just gonna, the trailer for this show is only 1 minute and 30 seconds long. And also, of course, this also opens up the opportunity for me to watch whatever this is once it comes out. I do have access to HBO Max. I will be able to watch it. And so maybe I can also give additional thoughts, details, etc. When we get to that. But let me shut up.
You and me both, Zach. Guys. I don't know how you typed it out, Fanny, but I'd see, oh, look, it's a squirrel. Oh, okay, it was German. And thinks, I mean, I don't know what language that is. Is that Greek? What did you type it in? It says, is this visible? I mean, it's translated into, is this visible? This is a lot of fun for me. I don't... Bella says, I can't read. Fair. Completely fair. We're hypomanic. We are hypomanic right now. Hearing her talk about her MDD, Fiendish. Oh, well, I would never have gotten there. The hippomania. Yeah, her hippomania. In either Ziums or Obese to Beast, someone mentioned that the Paradise Guy thought the doc was going to be flattering to him. Okay, that guy. Right. So he's not particularly brilliant. Look at me, I'm here. I see you, Tea with Unicorn. I see you. Ah, shit. Somebody's going to come in and read this chat, and they're going to be like, what is going on?
And let's get to, shall we? Gotta say, love that we're starting with a frame that has feet in it. Zachary Maria's not beating the feet allegations. Let's get to.
I want to feel loved. I want to feel desired.
I didn't realize.
Honestly,
I didn't realize there were feet accusations.
Okay, I don't know what the gag is. I just restarted my computer and Google Chrome and everything, and usually that fixes the issue of the video lagging a bit. I don't know why. It's still lagging a little bit, but maybe that will help with Discovery not trying to take down my channel for reacting to this. Because before I started screen recording, it was working just fine. So my apologies, divas. Just deal with it.
Not something that happens often.
Oh, now it's better. Okay, I don't know what the issue is.
To a fat girl. I was scrolling on TikTok. This guy holds up a pair of bathing suit bottoms, and he said,
Yeah, okay, that's the guy. That is the guy on TikTok that I've seen. Okay, I'm curious. Did this guy reach out to Rosee or something at some point? Like, how did the people making this little documentary TV show type of deal find Rosee?
if you can fit in these, I want you in my pool.
Welcome to paradise.
Supposed TikTok creator living in this mansion in Vegas with all these plus size women. But he's selling a fantasy. You'll be
Fascinating. It is fascinating because every time I've watched him, it's given more fetish than it's given like I just love you for.
Zachary, it's Edish Faye. Thank you.
For who you are, and I think that's something that a lot of plus size people really struggle with, because a lot of times they are fetishized by people who just want them because they're like super morbidly obese as opposed to like liking them for who they are. And so I'm curious to see how this like dissects some of that. And it's also interesting, you know, thinking about Rosee participating in this, because if you don't know, Rosee does and has talked very openly about having a history with.
Jesse, I loved it. The price you pay has become a meme among all the reactors. That's how you know that Rosee is well and good inside the pasture is because like she's very quotable. She's very quotable, and she's like over the top stupid quotable. Like she's not living that down ever. I don't know if she knows that yet.
The feederism community on the internet, and she's gone on podcasts and talked about that in the past. And, you know, people currently have a lot of speculations about, like, Remy's
Oh, well, thank you for the girl power. Still haven't figured the Jules thing out yet. But they're fun. You're small and blue. Hey. Hello, Jennifer. How are you?
particular interest in her, and why he might be interested in her, because he found her through that one of the podcasts where she talked about things like that. So I'm very, very curious.
I'm here worship like a goddess, but they don't tell you the price that you pay.
What the fuck would you know about it? So I said I was doing the reaction to it, and I went and checked on, I guess, Nikki put up a video of Zio. Is it Zio or Zio? Of Zio reacting to something, but she had Stefan talking and showing his screen caps of his conversation with Rosee from 6 years ago, trying to get into the Paradise Discord back then. She has problems with Discords. Where was I going with this? Oh, so as far as I can figure out, I'm not an expert yet, the closest Rosee has gotten to Paradise has been the Discord. And according to Stefan, which we don't know how reliable of a narrator Stefan is, but he did have screenshots of this particular conversation. The closest Rosee has gotten to Paradise has been the Discord. And she has chatted with Stefan at least through text messages of some kind, DMs and text messages. Wow. But that's it. And they weren't particularly like hot and heavy text messages. They were just, hey, I can't figure out how to get into the Discord. Not exactly what I call flirting, but you know, not my world. So what the fuck does she know about any of this other than she is also herself super morbidly obese? I don't know why my lisp has come back recently, but it's like here and it's not going anywhere. Hello, Jello, Oreo jelly. Ooh, Oreos sound good. Oreo jellyfish. There we go. Let's see. Rosee does love her Discords, and she loves getting kicked out of them too. I also quote J-Bay a lot from her. Well, okay, let's be fair about the damn shopping cart, though. Why was that in the back of the paddy wagon? Right before J-Bay was like, is that a shopping cart? I too was going, is that a shopping cart? Why is that in the back of the paddy wagon? What the hell's going on here? How big is this paddy wagon? So, you know. Oh, shit. I'll say it again. If a guy calls you cute, he probably doesn't think he's flirting. Yeah, depends on the guy, but yeah, probably. Ramos. Oh, poor J-Bay.
The Rosee jump scare. The Rosee jump scare. No, she's absolutely talking about feederism there, then.
Yet, Bella. Yet.
She's absolutely talking about feederism and stuff there. Not that she has any experience with this guy, right? Let me go get her again. I didn't realize when that voiceover started that it was Rosee. Let's go. Let me play that one back.
You worship like a goddess, but they don't tell you the price that you pay. This older man with women half his age. And that power dynamic is predatory.
I can't tell if that voiceover is also Rosee, but I don't think it is.
Yeah, I mean, no jokes. The guy does seem real creepy. From the TikToks I saw, he seems weirdly.
Yeah.
It feels weirdly to me that he has like all these young plus size women in a home with him. It's giving something is off.
He says, this is just a body positive space and I just love fat women and it's totally innocent when it's totally not. There was no consent.
Paradise is not a safe and positive place.
This man is a predator. No one deserves to be a victim to him. He gets off sexually watching people eat and gain weight. It can kill you.
Oh, that was Zio. Remember when I just talked about that other TikTok creator that was like being brought up in Girl World?
I think I'm gonna steal weirdly. I'm not gonna lie. I like that word. I think I'm keeping it. Hello, Jen Garcia. Hello. Bets on who. You know, I really need to figure out how to make shirts or where to make shirts. I have so many ideas. Zingcat says maybe the doc's about non-binary rodents. No one tells you the mice. Who are they? Or electrical repairs. No one tells you the splice that you fray. Good Lord. Are you in Giant Stonehead, like talking behind the scenes? That's terrible. Miss Jarlis says, yeah, he reduces women to their size and gathers them like livestock for his gratification. He's a sicko. I haven't seen anything that makes me like Stefan, to be honest with you guys. I don't think I like Stefan. But you guys know how I am. So. Charlie says, of course he seems off. He's a sicko. Seeing cat. Giant Stonehead and I are competing for Dad Joke of the Year. All right, well, at least I know what I'm in for. No one knows the spice you spray. BJ, do not encourage him. I'm not going to say I don't know anybody who does like Stefan. And, you know, if you were in here, if you're in the chat and you do like Stefan, cool. You don't have to leave or anything. And I don't want people dogpiling someone if they are in here and they do support Stefan. That's, you know, that's your prerogative. You might want to keep it to yourself. But, you know, clearly he has supporters. You know, he's got a harem of them, apparently. I wouldn't even... I know Stefan seems to call this poly. It doesn't look or feel like poly to me, but you know, I'm not there. You know, it's nice to parlay. Jeez, Winnie Christmas. No one tells you which dice to play. Des is in on it too now. Ah, Lord.
World's faces and stuff. Let me see if I can't get her, just the part with her on the screen. Because yeah, I'm pretty sure that was her.
Yeah, it feels, Jennifer, it feels like a harem, which isn't really poly.
Because she was like in a hospital. Somebody, one of the times when I was...
Corbin's, good luck. Good luck. No one tells you the lice you slay.
struggling to get the
We're never
exact
gonna, this video is 18 minutes. All right, and it's not my fault this time.
frame that I wanted on YouTube. Somebody did teach old person Zach how to do it. Oh yeah, Zio the Dreamer. This is her, and she's in a hospital room in a hospital bed eating, and she would do that on TikTok. And I feel like at some point, even when she got out of the hospital, she like went to the Paradise like mansion or whatever.
Kill you.
911 emergency. Do you need to leave the fire for medical?
Had it not been for Paradise, she'd be alive today.
Oh God.
Heather, you might be right.
I need to finally tell my story.
Are you a dangerous man?
Oh, they got someone interviewing this man. He agreed to do an interview for this.
No one tells you the amount of perfume that you spray. Well, we count, so we know that it's 56 sprays, Bella.
He signed on to talk about this?
You know, when I watched it for the first time, that was my reaction too. I was like, oh, does he know?
Oh my God.
Exactly, Yami. I didn't consent to this. Hey, Truman Hoffman.
The girls wanted this in Paradise, an ID documentary event.
Truman says, when someone asks what's so funny, you just shout, I don't want to talk about it.
For ID.
Well, damn. All right, well that's it. That's all today's video is gonna be.
Oh, no.
Very very curious. I feel like at most they just brought Rosee on to talk about feederism as a concept, because I'll be surprised to find out if she has like some kind of connection to this man. I'm curious how they came into contact with her, but also maybe that's something she'll talk more about in her live stream, because
Well, only because we're going to go watch it next. Rosee claims in her yellow dress live, which she was like, let's talk about why I was in Vegas, and then doesn't talk about it at all. She says, or alludes to, after she was on the We're All Insane podcast, that somehow that led to her being involved with this project. She refers to it as this project. So, excuse me. Rosee is saying that somehow that podcast led to this, her being involved in this project. Did she mention Paradise? I don't remember her mentioning Paradise, but there's a lot happening in that podcast, and we haven't gotten all the way through it. But I promise, Down by the River, we will get through it eventually someday. It's a nice sort of gay. It's still going. Whoosh. Hello, Druid. How are you? No one told you it's this hot in May. Lord, really? It really?
I just out of my own fascination with the way that TV,
Okay, how do I make it stop?
reality TV, documentaries, etc. work, I would be curious to know more about some of the behind the scenes stuff. And that's just as somebody who likes reality TV, who likes TV in general, documentaries, and less to do with anything about Rosee. like I would love to hear more about Rosee's experience. It's also crazy to me that she had that whole interview where she's talking about all of the like long-term negative effects that things like feederism or like potentially this guy could have on these women, and like she's still where she's at, you know. But obviously lately in her live streams and things like that, she's been talking a lot about needing access to healthcare and mental health care and things like that. So I don't know. Maybe she can get some of that soon, hopefully, and all of that stuff works out for her. I'll also say she was recently, and I haven't watched through it because I'm blocked on Instagram, which, as always, that's fine. I'm just providing that as context for why I haven't seen it directly. One of my moderators did send me over a screen recording of her recent Instagram story where she was talking about experiencing hypomania, and I know a lot of people have questions about all of that because I don't know if she's ever talked about having bipolar or another mental health condition that involves mania. I think at most she's talked about having major depressive disorder, which isn't usually associated with having episodes of mania. So I don't know what's going on with that or there, but she's still going through all of the various mental health.
Oh, instead of the laundry. Maybe her part is narcissistic manipulation, like Stefan is using the same tactics on these women as her stalker. I got you. Maybe. I keep waiting. I know Stefan isn't, but I keep waiting for Rosee to claim that Stefan is her stalker. I keep waiting for that to happen. I don't think it will, but there's just like this little part in the back of my head that's waiting for it. So, J-Bay's back? Whew. Good luck, J-Bay. Mental things is scary. Was Stefan one of the guys she talked about in the podcast? No, Moonlit, no. She didn't mention Paradise or Stefan. So, no one knows where the hell this came from. So, yeah.
Health-related, pain-related, just health, maybe in general related difficulties. So I don't know, where was I going with that? There's just a lot happening with Rosee. Actually, and talking about, like some of the contradicting explanations of diagnoses and contradicting stories and stuff, because even recently in my Discord, people have been talking about how some other content creators, I think like Nikki T, have been reviewing some of the like different ways she's talked about being groomed into feederism. After reading through some of that, I remembered I recalled that she talked about how initially her stalker groomed her into it at some point, and she's also at different points talked about how people named Rain and Ivy Davenport had something to do with her getting groomed into feederism. Her stories around a lot of these things change a lot, and that is making me also wonder how much of a reliable narrative or storyteller she is for this documentary.
Or, reliable storyteller she is for her own actual life. Uhari made a video, Southern Manita says, Uhari made a video about how hypomania is actually an exclusionary criteria to MDD. I am not a psychiatrist, so IDK, but that's interesting if it's true. I used Brave and Googled it. I know that sounds weird, but the AI, which can never lie, ever, it would never lie to me. It said that hypomania could happen with MDD, but it was very uncommon, and it was a rare case. It was a rare case thing, and it was very specific. And she has never mentioned it before, ever, to my knowledge. And she did not mention it. She didn't mention the correct terminology for how it happens with MDD, according to the AI. I am also not a brain doctor, and I was relying on the AI. And I didn't follow any of the links to double check on it because I was really just Googling the hell out of it. I didn't go any deeper than that. So, however, don't give her ideas. However, she is on record saying that she has been cleared of being bipolar, and she has been told that she is not manic. So those words have come out of her mouth on camera, and she has published that. I think Nikki still has those on her channel. So, because I think Rosee's deleted them because they're evidence. But Rosee herself has said that. So she has herself said she doesn't have manic episodes and she is not bipolar. So unless she's magically developed them, which I suppose can happen, again, not a brain doctor, don't know, she shouldn't be having manic episodes. So, but again, not a brain doctor. Right. She's been therapinized. Yeah. You can't fix broken that who wants to be broken. Exactly. She wants to collect terms. She wants to collect terms. She wants to collect things like Pokemon cards so she can whip them out, throw them down whenever she needs to. So maybe they should give him some lithium and see what happens next. No. Well, Rose has to be the specialist snowflake that every snowflake, so of course she has it. Well, I mean, that just proves that Rose, again, that just proves Rose is that Rose is exactly where she needs to be. Because with the exception of Foodie, maybe I just don't listen to Foodie enough, but I don't hear Foodie go on about her magical mystery ailments. Like, Foodie's pretty upfront about what's wrong with her, and it's never something super duper special. She just won't take care of herself. That's the thing with Foodie. Like, Foodie knows what's wrong, she just will not take care of herself. But like all the other girls, like Amber and Anna, I mean, Anna's still technically Anna may have left the internet, but she's still in the pasture. But like all of them have to be super duper special. They all have to be collecting diagnoses. They all, well, not Anna so much, but you know, Amber, her whatever the hell's wrong with her changes depending on who she's surrounding herself with at the time. And I suspect that's what's happening right now because Remy has bipolar, I believe. And so he would experience manic episodes if he did. A slice on a tray. Damn it, man. Sciatica? Oh, does she have sciatica too? Foodie isn't a hypochondriac. God, not the way she lives, she's not. Right, so that's why I think she's hypomanic right now. That's not the word, but anyway, you get my drift. Is because Remy has manic episodes, or could potentially have a manic episode. And so she's just stealing that from him right now. So Anna collects physical health diagnoses. Yeah. But Anna doesn't necessarily have to be around people to collect. Well, as far as we know, we don't know the people in Anna's life. So maybe she does. But if anything, Foodie is in denial about her health issues. Yeah, exactly, Mamie Bell. Because I was thinking about that today. I'm like, Foodie doesn't collect health issues. Like, she knows what's wrong. She just will not take care of it. So, diagnosis osmosis. Yeah, both her and Amber both have that. Chantel used to have sciatica anytime someone asked her to walk or something. Oh, that's right. That's right, Trimmer. So. Oh, God, I don't want to think about it. Foodie does collect trash. That is true. If Roz was a male, she would get a period when her girlfriend started complaining about cramps. Yes. Yes, she would. Hey, Chandra. I feel like Chantel's due for another ERB soon. She will do that, though. Anna definitely tried to deny her lipedema diagnosis for a long time until I believe the lipedema treatment center became popular and she teamed up with Amron. That is true, Wicked. Because lipedema wasn't unique enough until she got a unique way of treating it. So, yeah. No, I'm with you on that one. I just noticed your cat is same as Foodles. Oh, hi, bud. I think Foodie's is actually a purebred. He's a Maine Coon Ragdoll mix, so he's not purebred, and we didn't purchase him. He was born behind my toilet. That's why I know how old he is. He's going to be 8. Hey, people are talking about you. He's ignoring me. He and his sister are going to be 8 this year on the 20th. They're solstice babies. But yeah. He's a hypochondriac. But they do look very identical. He's fluffier, just looking at her. But his full fluff didn't come in until he was like a year and a half. And I don't think her cat's a year yet. I think it's still in its kitten phase. So her cat might fluff out some more. He was so pretty when he was sleek. And now he's got all this damn fur. And sometimes he just looks raggedy. But anyway, all right. So, where are we? We got time. We got lots of time. Right. So, nope, not lives. Oh, God, no. We'll never get done. Let's go to the... Rosee tells us more about the Paradise commentary. This one we will not finish. We will not finish this one. This one's an hour long. We'll just do what we can with this one. What's this shirt say? The right people will love you. I like the hoodie Zachary's wearing. It's almost Eid, so yeah, it's not Eid yet? Is it still? I don't know my holidays. I really don't. I barely know when the regular holidays are, let alone everyone else's. Aw, your tuxedo's over 20. Congratulations, me and you through and through. My last tabby lived to 21, so you got this. Hello, Saipez. Just casually born behind a toilet. So I rescued his mother, who was the Maine Coon. She was a wild cat. I thought she was just fat and stray, and I was like, oh, do you want to go home with me? And she jumped into the car, so I was like, well, I'll take that as a yes. So I rescued her. She was from upstate New York. I found her while I was on a project, and I brought her home because I had the striped tabby that yells. And I was like, oh, well, he needs a buddy, because my other 2 cats had just passed away, and he was a single. And I didn't want him to be the only cat in the house. So I get her home, and I figure out, because her stomach's moving, that she's not fat, she's pregnant. So we take her to the vet, and the vet's like, oh yeah, she's still young. It's probably her first litter. You're looking at maybe 4 kittens. And I'm like, okay, well, we can do that. We can handle 4 kittens. So she wasn't a year old. She's a little bit older than that. We took her to a different vet who was better at their job. And she had 7 kittens, not 4. He was the last, the white boy. He was the last one born. And his sister was I think she was the middle one. The very first one, we adopted her out. But yeah, I made this box for his mom. Her name was Amelie. Made a box for Amelie. I got her some soft blankets. I kept showing her the box. I fed her like she just ate everything. I could not feed her enough. So yeah, I just, I fed Amelie. I gave her this beautiful box. I got her all this stuff for when the kittens got there so that she could be comfortable. And, it was like a week after we got her home. And just one day, well, the 20th, I was talking to some friends on Discord, and I just happened to notice that I hadn't seen her in a couple, because she stuck around me a lot. Like, she kept track of where I was. And I happened to notice that I hadn't seen her in like 20 minutes. And I was like, I think she's giving birth. Doesn't lay on the blankets I got her. Didn't get into the nice warm box I got her. I'm looking all around trying to figure out where she is. She's behind the toilet in the bathroom. And I'm like, are you for real? All right, well, I guess that's the safest place in the house. There are 2 Eids. Ah, okay. Thank you, Mary. Hey, 4 Milks. You're awake. You think Eid is today in some time zones? Today is Eid ala... Adha? Eid ala Adha? The young cat? Thank you. Thank you for that, young cat. Ketis, I like those giant capris. I was really hoping that he would turn out to be bigger than he is. It's probably best that he isn't bigger than he is. But the cat's gonna do what the cat's gonna do. Yeah. No, she didn't want to flush them. Bad. Well, when this one, he was the last one born, and he was cold, and he wasn't moving. And so I had to wash him off. He still had his little sack on him. It was gross. It was very gross. Anyway, we had to wash him off in warm water and massage him, and then he started kicking. So I was very attached to that one. And she she did really well. She kept all 7 of them. She fed all 7 of them. She did a good job. I didn't have to bottle feed any of them, thank God. Okay, free, like I didn't have to adopt them, but expensive for vet bills. Yeah, we paid to have all 7 of them spayed. We got them all adopted out. So our cat gave birth under our bed while I was at work. My husband and his bestie had to move the bed so they could make sure she was okay. Yeah, I'm glad she was where I could reach her, because like I said, the last two needed some assistance. So aw, your husband took the babies. Aw. Yeah, well this litter's gonna turn 8 on the 20th. So I'm excited. Oh, someone you did theater with is in that video? Well, God, I hope they're not one of the people that sits down to talk to her. Zingcat, because Did they get to talk to her? Because did they do a good job? Because none of these people have done a good job, and I'm sorry if I'm mean to your friend. In all fairness, I didn't know they were your friend. Heather Rose. Speaking of waking up a just born kitten, I wonder what it's like trying to wake Roz up before noon. I don't think she wakes up before noon. I've been doing neonatal foster and bottle feeding since I was 16. It's one of my favorite ways to volunteer. See, my dream house will have a kitten nursery. That's my dream house. To have a kitten nursery. Kim's here. And we all have a timeout. She's very much a radical self-acceptance person, and she's very young and idealistic. Do you know? Yes, no, that makes perfect sense in cat. It really does. So do you know which question she talked to Jillian on? Because I've gone over the first 2. I haven't watched the 3rd claim yet. So let me know which one she is. I'll be nice. No, I won't. I feel Roz would be proud of me right now. I woke up at 10 p.m. and now I'm eating pizza. Down by the river, I miss being young and idealistic. Yeah. Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes. Hey, it's Iwasa. Adopted the mom, never knowing the kittens you would have to spay. They never tell you about the kittens you have to spay. Right. There we go. See, we've contributed. All right. Do I still have them sped up? I do. I know you guys have watched this. We are not getting through this. 4 milks. My cat gave birth on my legs while I was asleep. I thought I wet myself. That would freak me out too. I think you told me that. Yeah, but your cat is really attached to you. All right. Okay. Sane Minotaur is not in here from as far as I know, but unless they are. Everybody go get some water. Take a potty break. Grab yourself a snack. Do I need to take a potty break? I think I'm all right. I'm going to set the timer for 15. Yeah. All right. We good. Kim just gave me a link to the Discord if y'all want to join. Do make sure that you follow the bots or they will kick you because they're mean. And Yami, be careful driving to work. The amount to spay. Kim, you've missed all the puns. Keita says, I'll leave the idealism to youth, but I'll take the good sleep and flexibility. She used to quote, to those accustomed to privilege, equality can feel like oppression. Yeah, that's, I mean, yeah. Which is kind of her whole vibe. Super, super idealistic and lefty. She just hasn't run into the wall yet. She will, don't worry. There's nothing wrong with being idealistic or left. You just gotta like learn. Well, it's like that whole prayer, you know, recognizing what you can change and what you can't, and learning to know the difference. Right? Some things you just can't change, and you just gotta learn to differentiate. When Chantel's going through an actual medical crisis, she plays it down. Yeah. I know. I feel so bad for BG. I really do. Sigma Alpha Beta Mom. Do I think Anna will be back, Bruce? Yes. All right. I'm like 30% of me thinks she'll be back. I'm 70% sure she won't be. But she hasn't deleted her accounts. She's just scrubbed them. Which, when she did that to her blog, she just rebranded. So... Zincat, I was super surprised when she showed up on the video. Yeah, no, it's fun when you see people you know. And you know, if she can argue well, because no one's managed to do it yet. No one can. You have your coffee, you're ready? All right, yeah, we're good. Okay, so I'm going to hit play. They are sped up a little. Let's see what the sound's going to be like.
And be like, hey, Diva, this isn't aligning with what you've said in the past. And I think that's a fair criticism, because she can come on here and say,
oh shit, we're like way into this. When did I watch this? I didn't watch this. How am I 46 minutes into this? Oh, I was looking for a picture. Never mind. That's why we're all the way into it. I was looking for a screenshot. All right, so the sound looked like it was okay, but type a 1 if it's all right for you guys. Type a 2 if it's too loud. 2 if it's too loud, 1 if it's okay.
hey everybody, it's me, Zach, and welcome back to my channel.
Who is that they, them on my screen?
Yeah, Bruce Wayne, yeah. You think she will, but you're not certain. See, I don't think she will, but I'm not certain. I'm leaving it open. There's, like I said, there's like a 25 to 30% chance in my head that she'll be back.
Hey everybody, hi, welcome to me. Hi, hello. We are back again because Quirky Love Rosee did indeed do her live
Hello, Yoga Hoser.
stream last night. So if you didn't catch it, yesterday I did a video reacting to the trailer for a new documentary by Investigation Discovery about a man that runs a content house.
Glasses somewhere?
I'm using that
That's
phrase
what I need.
loosely because I know it's way more nefarious than just like a content house where people are making like online social media content. But they are making a documentary about this place called Paradise, and the way that this man exploits like morbidly obese, plus-size women. And for whatever purposes, they included Rosee in this documentary, and that's why she was in Vegas. Probably, I think that was like maybe half a year ago, almost a year ago, maybe.
Yeah, when was she in Vegas? Because it was about a year ago. Was it in summer or fall? I can't remember.
It was sometime in
Hello, KY Dad. I've been lurking and listening. Aw, we'll have a fun time at the park.
2025. You can go back and watch all of my reactions to her vlogs from that time.
You feel like it was September? Yeah, that's me too, Sigma Alpha. I think so too.
When she was in Vegas, notably, one of the things that she talked about in some of those
August or
vlogs
September?
is how excited she was to have an eating bed in the hotel she was staying at. So if that gives you any kind of insight into Miss Rosee and the things she's doing. But anyways, I think there's been a lot of good conversation from this corner of the internet when it comes to her participation in.
That's a good point, Itsawasa. She would want to keep the account active versus deleting it because it's an asset that can be sold. An account with millions of legitimate followers. That's interesting. Allie, are we just naming months now? It was in the fall. That's where we're figuring it. We're mostly sure it was September-y, but mostly we're sure it's in the fall. Oh, that was my shoulder. We're doing Chloe Ting, and Chloe Ting is kicking our ass.
In this documentary, I was not alone in questioning why
fault.
she's involved in this in any kind of way. And I just want to be clear again that as far as I know, she doesn't actually have any connection to this content house, to the guy that runs Paradise, to anything like that. Her only expertise is that she used to make adult content doing theater-related things.
Well, a shrimp fried my rice, as you know, you have a sleeping bed, and then you also have an eating bed. And in one bed, you do the sleeping, and in the other bed, you do the eating. Now, you only find this high level of culture when you go to places like Vegas, and you have a room that, of course, has the two beds, and you then declare one bed, usually the one by the window, the sleeping bed, and then the other bed, the one by the door, becomes the eaten bed. Because you couldn't possibly sit at the desk that is probably also in your room and eat at the desk. That would be crazy talk. You must eat at the eaten bed instead. When Rosee went to Vegas, she was given a hotel room from the people from Discovery, and it had two beds, and she declared that she had a sleep-in bed and an eat-in bed. And so now that's the joke.
She used to do content for the feederism community.
Glitter Files. Yeah, the Chloe Ting's kicking my ass. It's fine.
That's the only thing that I know of
You
that
need
could
a
possibly
cooking
connect her
bed.
to this. And most people that I've seen discuss it on the internet seem to agree. I don't know if she's going to provide more clarity in the live stream that we're about to watch.
No.
In regards to what it is that she
No.
has to offer to this. But it does seem like there's certainly plenty of other people who are more closely related to what's going on with this guy and Paradise that maybe could have spoken on it. And maybe they do speak on it, but we're not featured in the trailer. So I don't know. One thing I will say that is so memeable and iconic is Rosee's participation in the trailer, specifically yelling about the you don't know the price you pay. Just like
Shit. She's never living it down.
I don't know, I've sat with that and thought about that a lot since that happened. Anyways, we are
Hello, Hellfire. I had a table and chairs in my Vegas room and never ate in my eating bed. Well, you're not keeping up with the culture. You don't use the table for eating in Vegas. I don't know.
are here to watch some highlights from her live stream from last night. It's called Let's Discuss Why I Went to Vegas and Updates from My Week featuring Remy. And shout out to Jane from my moderator team on Twitch and Discord who clipped together what she felt were some of the more important parts. Shout out to all of my team that helps me out in collecting things. With the way some of these girlies be streaming all day, every day, it is really helpful to have a team who helps put together some of those things for me. And I really appreciate it, in case that isn't clear to the folks at home who are watching. So we're gonna get to, and I'd set all of that out of order. Let me shut up and let's get to, shall we?
It's been a wild week in my life. We have so much to debrief on.
Let's do it.
Like, oh, hi.
Remy is here as well.
Hey, Remy is here as well. How?
Dude, she shuts Remy down so hard every time he opens his mouth. Now, to be fair, you can't understand a goddamn word he's saying because he's talking through his potato into her potato, and it sounds like a potato underwater. So, you know, but every time this man talks, she either gives him a look or she quickly talks over him or she just shuts him down every time he talks. I'm a shameful Vegas visitor. But did you go to the Venetian when you were in Vegas? Did you manage to get to the Venetian?
Exciting. Love Love being a third wheel. Love being a third wheel in the Remy and Rosee dating experience. But here we are. Here we are.
Yes, he'll be off screen today. He is not camera ready. I made an Instagram story. I actually panic deleted it this morning because I went to go share the trailer, which we'll get into in a second. But I went to go share the trailer and I realized it was gonna be buried under all those stories. And I was like, oh shit, because
I just reacted to this for a video. This is how much I love you guys. I just reacted to this, and we're gonna sit here and do it again with Zachary Michael.
just content creator stuff. And I was like, okay, I have to make a
Just content creator stuff. You wouldn't get it. First of all,
who's the blonde? This is Zachary Michael, aka Zachary Marie. He's a they them. We try to remember that. I don't do a very good job of it. And Zachary's been reacting to Girl World content for a very long time. Zachary's one of the OGs. So, that's your answer. Usually Zach's hair is some color. I like the blonde, but I do think Zach looks better with like a darker hair color. Normally their nails are painted, and they also have a little dog, but much like my cat, the little dog has abandoned them.
First of all, I think she thinks she's gonna blow up so big, no pun intended. I think she thinks she's gonna blow up real big and get some kind of famous from her participation in this documentary, which I do think is kind of weirdly when you think about it, because this documentary is seemingly covering like a very serious situation. I was looking at some of the comments on my video, and like I said, I only know like
He got his hair done, Yep. It looks good. I mean, the blonde looks good.
a little tiny bit about this Paradise situation from when it was popping up in my TikTok For You page, probably around the same time that she was in Vegas, and also, like I mentioned, because of Zio the Dreamer and all those sorts of things. Like, that's the most I know about it, but people in my
This is superior potato.
comment section
That's
were
right,
mentioning
Poe.
that, like, people, like, there was at least one person, I think, from this little, like,
Hello, Midori. Zach has the superior potato. That is true. The little one's named Potato, right? You think they're looking brassy? Really? I don't know. I don't think they were going for white blonde. I think they were going for wheat. We're gonna sit here and discuss Zach's hair. Who cares about what they're reacting to? We're gonna talk about Zach's hair.
content house situation that passed away. But there are like actual serious consequences of the things that were happening in this place, and for her to be treated.
You went to the Bellagio? How did she mispronounce the Bellagio? Does anybody remember how she said the Bellagio? Venetian may be on my agenda, as well as the off-strip. You know, if that place didn't look like it could potentially give you food poisoning, I would say maybe stop by just as a joke, but don't do it. And you guys do have hard water in Chicago. That ain't wheat, that's butter. Maybe they were going for butter. You don't know. It rhymes with oregano. What are we doing? Veneki in on. I can't even say it. Jesus. No, she said Bellagio weird too. The food in Vegas is bad and overpriced. Yeah, but it's Vegas. It's Vegas bad and overpriced.
Reading this like this is some big like glow up experience for her, for some like big opportunity for her to get some kind of notoriety is interesting. It's really fascinating to me. And maybe that's not her intention, but that's certainly, I guess, what I feel like. Like whenever I hear her talking about like, oh, I need to make sure people see this specific content and it doesn't get buried under all of the Instagram stories I made of me talking about having hypomania and stuff like that, which by the way, she said she was experiencing hypomania in those stories and that she didn't know if she could live stream or not, or if she wanted to live stream or not. And now that this trailer comes out, she of course is like, well,
you were in my closet, you little shit. Damn cats.
I'm good to live stream. I'm good to live stream. I don't know. It's just all very, very fascinating to me.
the first story.
Well, there's another reactor, Libby, who I don't know what website they go to, but Libby goes to a website where she can see how many views. I think it's I don't know which side it is because I don't pay attention. But Libby says that when the preview for the Big Girls Wanted dropped, I have words, I promise you, that Rosee's channel got a spike of 9,000 views. So, I mean, that's really good. I would love for my channel to get 9,000 views in one day. And Libby said that the days after, for several days after, Rosee was also getting a large spike in views as well. So I don't know if that's still holding, because it's what we're 6-7 days out from that now. Now I don't know how many subscribers she got from that, but really the subscriber count isn't really as important as eyeballs to YouTube anymore. So, but those 9,000 views are not guaranteed to continue to keep watching, right? So, but that spike is going to have YouTube that's going to catch YouTube's attention, and they're going to maybe recommend her stuff more, which could contribute to more eyeballs. Social Blade. Yeah, that's the one I was trying to think of, Heather. Hey, thank you, K-Buns. Yeah, there's Libby's channel. Thank you. Aw, yes, everyone, drink your water. Drink your water now. Thank you, Cassandra Cat. If I go to Vegas, it's with friends. And their hotel better be nice. I've never been to Vegas. I do want to go. I want to go to Vegas and honestly just be a tourist. Like, I really do want to go and just do the tourist shit. I don't want to pretend. I'm not going to pretend any other way. Maybe Rosee could keep their attention by... No one said keep the Kurds from the way. Oh my god. Oh, Bewitchy, thank you. Heather, I'll get some stupid water. Hydration party, woo! Was Capital Grill, which is a chain, and well, yeah, I mean, are there any mom and pops in Vegas?
Instagram, well, anyway, so I don't know. So like, and one of the first things I want to say out the gate is like, this documentary is not about me. Obviously.
Right.
And, like, I'm really excited that not only part of it, but like a very, how can I word this?
As far as I know, it's not about you at all.
Zinc.
Like, you were never, as far as I know, you don't have any kind of interaction with this man.
A very integral part in the early process. And
a very integral part in the early process. Like, she planned this? Like, did you write the script? Like, what the fuck do you mean, Rosee? A very integral part of the process, the beginning process. I really want, I say this in my video, I really want Rosee to just like pop up and be like, I've been playing 5D chess this entire time, and just like checkmate us all. That would be great. Because otherwise, this is just lame. This is just stupid. And I would just like the intellectual stimulation of that to happen. And just be like, damn, I got played. You know, I wouldn't even be mad. Yeah, she doesn't know how to capitalize on a bump like that, a shrimp fried my rice. Hence why but she still has buku. She appears to have buku numbers. She's a lot like Anna in that aspect. No, you're coming here to destroy my desk. I know that look. She tattled on everyone. Yeah, wicked, yeah. Do the long tour. Ooh, the Hoover Dam. Yeah, that's out there. Rose of Thrones.
I'm very excited that I had that opportunity.
Connect 4.
To help share this story, because I was like watching the TikToks Kenny was making as a lot of the events that are going to be covered in this situation were uncovered, and I have my own plot in it. So, okay.
I have my own plot in it. Listen, Roz is on TV. She's in the business. She knows the business things. Yeah.
You have your own plot in it. Girl, it sounds like you watched some TikToks from another content creator. What does that mean? You have your own plot in it.
Hi.
That doesn't make no damn sense to me. I'm so curious. I'm so curious. I feel like the story didn't necessarily need Rosie Lynn Reed. But again, you know, I guess we'll find out. I think it comes out June 10th. Like, I'll watch. I will watch it. I don't have a problem doing that.
What's this trailer coming out? So first of all, I have it linked in the pinned comment. I have it on my YouTube and chat post. I shared the reel on my Instagram. I stitched the TikTok. Choose the platform. It's 1 minute and 30 seconds. Come back once you watch it. Yeah, I made it very easily accessible for y'all. So.
Well, the one thing I will say, who said that about the NDA? The one thing I will say instead of the laundry, she has managed to keep her lips pretty tight about this, because she went to Vegas in the fall, around September. Somebody did check. The first video went up in September. So she went around. Yep, she sure did. She went around September, and we know she went. We know she was there to film something, but she hasn't told us anything about it. And when people ask, she hasn't said anything about it. So she has managed to keep her mouth shut. And she doesn't tell us shit about it here either. So she has managed to keep her lips shut. That's, you know, a mixed metaphor, but hi. What can I do for you? You gonna go stick your face in the AC? Okay.
Please give it a watch.
Oh, she's been bitten by the fame bug.
Who's talking about Fruget? We love Fruget.
She said, we are going to clock into this 15 minutes of fame. We are going to take advantage of this, diva. We are going to let people know. Y'all need to know. That is so wild. I mean, the one thing I'll give it to Investigation Discovery is that including her in this, I think, is certainly going to bring this small niche corner of the internet to watch it. I think there's a chance that
Four Milks, you watch Fruget too? Fruget is so good. Also, the little comedy clips were pretty funny too, but the music videos, oh my god.
a lot of people in this corner of the internet would watch something like this anyways, to be honest with you. But I do think it's gonna put some eyes on this. But it's not the same as if they had, like, I don't know, who's a really maybe not really mainstream, but more mainstream plus size content creator than Rosee. Like if they included like a Tess Holiday that maybe more of the everyday person might be familiar with, you know. I know not everybody loves Tess Holiday, but I'm just saying, as like by way of example, I think Tess Holiday is way more famous than Rosee. So it's not like she's going to be pulling Tess Holiday kind of numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Obviously I haven't seen it yet, and I don't want to share too many details about like the actual production or project itself.
Yeah, the She Holds Me Like This. That one in the Biscuits Factory. Or I Need Them Biscuits. That's a good one. See, it's doing it again. You didn't even write it in a weird way. You're not illiterate. YouTube's fucking weird. Oh, wow. That sucks, Bruce. I hope they're okay.
Because first of all, I want to see it. And second of all, there's like a lot of stories and a lot of experiences that are very important and need to be highlighted and need to be talked about. And
hi.
That's why, because I did get a comment that I want to address for it.
Address
because
it.
somebody was like, you said on your life you would never go to the Paradise House, and I did say that.
Can I help
and I meant it.
What can I do
right.
for you?
Right. Okay.
This face right here. This is a very Knuckles to, what is it, in Minecraft face right here. This is a very not friendly face, causing anger face. Come on, Beb. What? You've been fed. I'm not giving you treats. No, I don't even have treats. You ate them all. There are no more treats. Hi. I love you dearly. Oh my goodness, I love you dearly. Why is my door open? Stop. I'd love you more if you'd quit trying to knock my drinks over. My love is conditional. It is conditional to you not knocking things off my desk. There. I can't do this all night. There are other people. Do you see the other people? Do you see the other people? Those are other people. You want her to give her, you want treats, she's never going away. Gritty is bald. You're just encouraging her. Ah, you know what? This is perfect. Alright, here, take the treat. That's my finger. Here, just eat it out of my hand. There you go. No, no, no. You're just gonna stay here. Oh, shit. Oh. Alright, cool. Now you know what we're gonna do. You want the treat? Go get the treat. There we go. That's what we're gonna do. Can I get it out the door? Ready? Got it to the door. Ah, shit, that just brought another cat in. You guys, how many treats to stay? Thank you guys for the super chats. No, no staying. We'll never get the video watched. Or we'll never even put a dent in the video. No! Oh, god damn it. You want it? I don't think they can see you. You have created monsters, all of you. Go. Ah, got it out the door. Babe, will you close my... Damn it. He's not listening anyway. Alright. Nope. No more treats. Have we liked the stream yet? This is now a kitty stream. No! This is a serious stream. The super chat economy is fascinating. People like cats more than they like people. Did you not get a treat? I'll give you treats later. He's staring at me like I've betrayed him. I am trying to figure out... I have a second camera. I need to figure out how I can position it so you guys can see the cats. I don't have a gift list. I don't have an Amazon wish list. I never have had one. You got one. I saw you eat it. We're going back. We're being adults. We're watching Zachary. No, you caused trouble. Have a wish list so cats can buy them treats and cat litter and food. Your cat litter is expensive.
Okay, so I was correct. I said that yesterday because I was like, I feel like I remember her saying that she would never do anything with the Paradise House or anything like that. But I think she's missing the point. Is like people are trying to understand.
Sugar free.
It's very possible. Maybe there is something we all don't know that like makes her connection to the story important or matter. But I think that's the part people are trying to figure out, right? Like I also want to give her the benefit of the doubt. I just don't understand, and she is yet to provide that context. You know.
So if you want to know more, we can debrief that after the documentaries happen, and you can watch it. But there's a reason I'm involved. And that's all I'm gonna say.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, I hate to just take Rosee's word for it, for the record.
All right. When this one goes off, we're all taking another. We're all gonna stare away from the screen. What just happened? Oh, it's me. Never mind.
Because I don't know. I think we all know her word doesn't mean much, but here we are.
It's fine. Her boiling point. I can relate to that.
All right, new name 1119 in her chat says, okay, but how big is your part? Star eye emoji.
But yeah, new name.
Wait, who edited this?
It's gonna depend on what's included. I'm not involved in that process at all. There's a lot
That was
I gotta find
edited.
along with
Who
you guys,
edited
and I
that?
don't want to discuss in huge detail the actual involvement because it'll be available for streaming on
Did
HBO
they
Max.
edit it?
I was speaking with production today about international aspects because I was someone DM'd me about it. I was like, that's a great question. There is, so it's being aired June 10th at between 8 to 11 p.m.
Dog safe cheese powder.
Investigation Discovery, like on TV.
Okay.
And it'll be available for streaming on HBO Max streaming services.
Hey, Lindsay.
So for the people in the back, if you're worried about this aspect, you know, these types of things are not paid for as documentaries, so like I don't financial benefit from it, so like you don't have to feel any kind of way about that. But it's just far more important that these experiences are discussed and yeah.
I wasn't worried about you getting paid for it at all, actually. But I do think you think that you're going to benefit from being a part of this in some kind of way. Like the way that you've talked about it thus far is just like.
I would like to dispute her not getting paid because she got a free vacation out of it. She got reimbursed for her expenses. She got a per diem while she was there. So maybe she didn't get a paycheck out of it, but she got paid, right? And then on top of it, she got exposure. So she got reimbursed in some kind of way. Words. And those, wow, Zach, I'm very sorry for that freeze frame. But I'm also not. That's kind of epic. I kind of want to save that face. I'm kind of saving that face. That's going to be a really good emoji. I'm not going to lie. So, and those views that she got are going to translate into money for her on her account, on her channel. Like, yeah, they were temporary for like the week, and maybe she might keep some of them, but those are going to turn into income down the road. So, I mean, I know it's that lame, like, looking for artists to work for free for exposure kind of a thing. But in her case, I mean, it's real. And again, she got a free fucking vacation out of it in a really nice, I mean, it's not the best hotel, but it was a nice hotel. Right? So, yeah, Ishram fried my rice. They're well cared for, don't worry. Yeah, her boiling point, just because, and I want to know, I'm looking forward to watching this. I mean, I will find a way to watch it. It will get watched. Because I need to know, what her part in this is, because I need to know, obviously. Because if it's not something really good, I'm going to be mildly irritated. But, no one cares. No one cares what I think. Do you think she does her taxes? Oh, you were asking KY Dad. Oh, yeah, Oliver's personal assistant. And she's, exactly, I'm sure there will be another viewer spike after the premiere. Yeah, because it's going to premiere on fucking HBO. It's going to be on HBO and Discovery. I mean, she's going to get a shit ton of views out of that. Even Paradise, who's not going to come out looking really good, they're going to get a shit ton of views out of this. This is not going to be a small boost to her channel. Like, she's probably going to blow up again. And she's going to be fucking insufferable. Fucking insufferable. I thank you for reminding me of that, Oliver. I wasn't thinking that far into the future. But yeah, she's going to get a huge boost out of this when it goes off on HBO. So you got more than compensated for this. You got a free vacation. You got a little mini bump when this... If she got 9,000 views just from the preview... I mean, imagine what that's going to look like when HBO itself and Discovery both pop that off. So, yeah, exactly. Well, thank you for reminding me about that, Oliver. She's probably going to be in there to be someone who, quote, escaped the lifestyle. Well, that's how she's sold herself to our community, Ketis, as like the Eater Fae escapee, like, and also like she's the Eater Fae expert. Because she would always, that's how she would always like tell people in the Discords, like, if you need to know anything about Eater Fae, just contact me. I know everything there is to know. I was like, cool. I don't do that, but good to know, I guess. Hey, will you close my door? Thank you. Sweet. So, she should up the content quality for new viewers, at least better lighting. You're funny. That's not gonna happen. She won't even use a fucking mic. Bruce Wayne, she's already insufferable. Yeah, well, just wait. It's gonna get worse. And she'll get time to tell her diagnoses all over again. I know. We'll get to relive this all over again. Yeah, Rose hit the Discord running with the same I'm an expert. Yeah. We can all hope that she's going to improve her lighting, her audio, her camera. It's not going to happen. And it's not going to happen because she's fucking lazy and she's gotten away with this shit quality this long. She's not going to improve it because she doesn't want to. She doesn't need to, because this works. This quality works for her. And we'll start wearing a bra after she gets famous. No. I don't think she'll use a bra at all. Comment says it will be like Amber, who got the French and then they left. Yeah, probably. Sugar-free bubble tea. She's a baby Amber. Yeah. She's Amber with a little foodie sprinkled in there. And the thing is I predict that once this boost goes through and she gets all of these new viewers that she's going to get from this HBO thing, she's going to become a lot more like Foodie, because it's going to blow her ego up. And we've seen how she acts when she thinks she's hot shit. She's already mean and rude and nasty and has a superiority complex, and she will go after people if she thinks she's been wronged. We already know she does. She'll do it to her mom. So she has no problem going after family members. So I think once her channel blows up over the HBO thing, she's gonna become a lot more like Foodie when Foodie goes into her fucking weird rages. So I think we'll lean a little bit further away from Amber and we'll get a little bit more into Foodie, just for that aspect of it. So less bra probably. Well, Scar will be happy. And I don't know if Lindsay heard me say hello to her, but hello, Lindsay. What if Amber goes to Paradise after this? You have to be invited. So Stefan has to invite her out there. Yeah, once she starts bobbing around in her pool, all the new views, she's going to be so feeling herself. And she's probably going to draw quite a few people from the Eater Fae community too, because let's face it, those are the people who are going to be watching that kind of content. That's going to draw those people. And we already know that she caters to that content right now, those kind of people right now anyway. So those will be the people she'll keep. She's probably going to pull, I mean, I'm with Aren't You Exhausted on this. She's going to pull some new clients. I don't know if Aren't You Exhausted has said that, but I know it's been alluded to that she has clients. So she's probably going to build a bigger client base out of this. And I wonder what a Discord obsessed Roz would be like. She's a pain in the ass, Grace. She's a fucking pain in the ass who thinks she doesn't have to follow the rules and goes around breaking all of the rules in the Discord because for some reason she thinks she's better than that. That's what she's like. There you go. Points to a Lilu's drawing of Stitch. Her smugness levels are usually high for someone her size. Yeah. Bye. You got this. You got this, Four Milks. You got this. I believe in you. She could get a second eating bed. I just want to keep this open so I can see if my mods need me. Why is that open? Oh, because it's time to check my email. But it's not. Here we go. Amber would be competition, so she wouldn't be invited.
I'm a star, mama, look at me, I'm a star. And I think that's fascinating. I don't also disagree, by the way. I think like this sounds like a very intriguing story that I personally would like to know more about. I'm very curious about everything outside of Rosee, to be honest with you, because the man genuinely seems weirdly. I'm not a huge like true crime kind of a person, but I could see how people interested in true crime who might also have like the intersection of like being fascinated with this small part of the corner of the internet would be really into it. But I just can't help but feel like Rosee really thinks this is like her big break or something. Like she's on the 1,000 pound best friends or something.
Yeah, she does.
Allie, I'm taking out. What a cool opportunity to share your story. I'm so proud of you for not spilling even the slightest beads. Thank you, Allie. You've known me for a long time, so you know me.
I mean, this is exciting.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot Remy's ass was there. And do you see how she changes her voice when she talks to
I forgot Remy was there.
him? Did y'all clock that? Yeah, Allie, yeah! Thank you, Remy. What a performance. What a performance.
It's so funny because I actually went through my emails and I realized, like, almost to the day, like, it was only off by, like, well, maybe almost to the day might be a little bit of exaggeration, but within like, within a few weeks of today, 2 years.
Emery, I hope we get. I think I might jump ahead because I want to get to that point where someone brings that up to her while she's having her joygasm. I want to get to that part actually, so maybe we'll skip ahead a little bit. But yeah, it's yeah. So, are you going to let me chat now, YouTube? I don't know. I don't know what the hell YouTube's doing. Oh, yeah, this is where... I'm going to back it up a little bit. That face. So, I want you guys to listen just a little bit. The way Rosee talks... I backed it up some, but the way Rosee talks coming up here... She makes it sound like she was on like a 2-year sting operation with Discovery on this.
Off by like, well, maybe almost to the day might be a little bit of exaggeration, but within a few weeks of today, 2 years ago was when this project was starting. So it's just crazy.
Also, I love the low expectations that we have for Rosee that she could keep this a secret because, like, we know how little she's able to keep a secret in other aspects of her life. Like, it is kind of amazing if you think about it, but this is also one of the few things that she probably, like, was actually under an NDA and told that she couldn't speak about it, or it would probably jeopardize her participation in the actual final product of the documentary, you know? So there were actual, like, consequences for if she didn't, if she chose to say something about it, as opposed to, like, I don't know, everything else in her life that she overshares about.
It was a testament of my... Okay, Lagandra, okay, I saw someone use that name.
Lagandra Stranja Honey says, we love Remington Bull Action Rifle.
Okay, we're going to skip over this part. The Remington Bull Action Rifle. Rosee loves this until he explains to her what a Remington is. And then she figures out that this is something that the haters are calling Remy. Anyway, hello Tessa, and you guys, thanks for giving 4Milk some boosts. Talio says 2 chats at Foodies kicked and I got timed out. Hey. I take it you're behind. It's okay. Remington Bolt Action Rifle, the third Itsuwasa. I think it's hilarious, personally. He didn't seem overly offended, but who can tell? His voice is so monotone. To be honest, I missed how he got the Bolt Action Rifle nickname. Because his... Remington is a company that makes bolt action rifles. Do they still make bolt action rifles, or are those... Oh, did he coin that? Did Zachary Michael coin it? Because you actually know someone named Remington. I mean, Remington is a name. It's a Mean Girls reference for Zachary. Well, a Remington is a brand of gun. Can I say that? Ungay. That doesn't help. All right, anyway. So man could fight the dinosaur. That's not funny. What kind of freak show are you putting on here? I've never seen Mean Girls. Any of it. Ever. All right, I want to jump to the part where I'm going to hit the... I want to hit the transcripts. Sorry. Because I haven't seen that part yet. So... I don't know how to... Past... Okay, yeah, there we go. Watch Heathers. I have seen Heathers, but long time ago. I'm old. And so is that movie. Watch Heathers, then watch the 2004 Mean Girls. Is it basically the same movie? Nothing wrong with that. People really seem to like Mean Girls, so... Because I know that she's like stupid excited, and then somebody brings up the woman's name was Shay. I don't want to listen to the lo-fi beats. Oh, it really is coming up pretty soon. Where are we at? No, it's not. We're nowhere near it. All right, we're gonna jump to this point. Because it backs up far enough. And then it's gonna lead into her talking about Shay. And I want to get to this point because I want to hear how much she makes that about herself. Because she has a very bad reputation of making other people's passing about her. Even though she has literally nothing to do with her. We talking about movies now? I think Mean Girls is one of those videos where you either get it or you just don't. Shuns the beats. Cramblings to clarify, Zach clarified themselves that they were making a Mean Girls reference. It went over my head. If you haven't seen the movie, I just thought it was, I mean, a Remington bolt action rifle is a gun. It's like, it's a thing. It's a real world thing. Anyway.
Do you want to tell them what you've been up to this week, honey?
Oh, sure.
I don't,
Well, I've been up to...
I don't give a shit what Remington bolt action rifle the third has been up to this week.
Neither do I really.
Things. So I've been taking care of my health, first and foremost. I've been going to the doctor and stuff. It's like,
Okay.
like I'm fine. It's like, people stuff.
She is not even remotely listening.
I've been writing more. I've been journaling more. The semester is over, so I'm on break right now. And I'm also...
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's about her.
Also been making music.
Yeah.
I've been making some lo-fi beats, like it, so, and apparently I'm good at it too, so, according to Rosee.
Oh.
Look at his face. Zach is all of us right now.
Lo-fi beats, like it, so, and apparently I'm
Zach is all of us right now. This is all of us right now.
good at it too.
This is all of us right now. Oh shit.
According to Rosee.
Oh, Rosee is gooning. Wait, I just looked over. I was pausing because I'm just like, oh, brother. But wait, I looked over and saw her gooning. Look at her face while he's doing it. She is about
I'm good at it.
Yeah, Emery. So Roz gained weight after escaping paradise. Yeah, Roz has gained like 20, somewhere between 20 to 50 pounds since she went to Vegas. And when she got back from Vegas, she was like, oh my God, this has been such a wake up call because like I'm in so much pain after my vacation and it's all because of my weight. And then she proceeded to gain somewhere between 20 to 50 pounds.
It too, so, according to Rosee.
Yeah.
Oh, she's gooning.
Please know that it is way more communities and plus size that are during gang stalking cyberbullying. I mean, agreed, but that's not what the documentary is about, CD. I have it linked in the pinned comment. You can...
I need to slow her down. When she gets excited about shit, she talks way too fast. Oh, no. No. Slow. Not that slow.
check out the trailer to get more an idea about what the topic's about in regards to paradise and stuff. Oh, here we go. For people who are curious, documentaries about an alleged theater fetish mansion in Vegas. They're even here on YouTube under Paradise One. It's disguised as a body positivity house.
Sorry. And the other thing is her audio is such shit. Sorry, guys.
That's a good. Thank you for doing that. That's a great summary. Thank you. I don't know what I did.
Well, maybe the reason people are confused what this documentary is about, Rosee, is because you don't have shit to do with said Paradise content house, whatever.
You're so giddy when it comes to Remy. I love Remy. I'm
Well,
done.
Moonlit Novelist says, I wonder if Stefan is a client and that's how she got involved in the doc. No. According to Stefan, well, okay. I don't think Stefan's going to be that reliable of a narrator. However, Stefan did have screenshots of Rosee and his conversations from 6 years ago. So he's got evidence where she does not. I've not heard her make claims of he and her being involved. So I don't think so. Ruby says, no offense, he sounds dull. If I was talking to this person, I would walk away without saying anything. Yeah, I mean, he's just kind of dull. He's just kind of boring. So, yeah, I mean, yeah. Stefan is in the Lolcow Discord. Oh, yeah, he got interviewed by Lolcow Bus. I haven't watched it yet. So, yeah. I have not watched that yet. There are a lot of rich weirdos wandering around. Yeah.
I was a fangirl. I'm done that. Yes, I do actually want to address that. Meet the Parkers, that's one of the girls cast from Relation to Paradise recently, didn't she? Yeah, her name is Shay. I didn't know her at all. Like, I never knew her.
It doesn't seem like you know much, Diva.
So I want to watch and see how she makes this about her, because if you guys remember, and some of you may not, because it's been a minute, a while ago, like I want to say a year, 2 years ago now, there was, I think she was one of the women, I don't know if she was connected to Paradise House or not, but there was a woman who was part of the plus size community. She passed away from complications of obesity, and actually I think she was part of the Eater Fate Inc. community. And Rosee decided, before the woman's family had even found out, Rosee decided to put out her own, oh my god, this person passed away and this is what that means to me, and did that, and so made that person's passing all about her. And the community that the woman did belong to reacted angrily, understandably. And so Rosee removed all of that content because obviously. And then a lot of you might know that Mr. Snowflake did I think a 4-part series on Life by Jen, and it was after Life by Jen had passed, and Rosee decided to react to it, which isn't itself a bad thing, but Rosee made Jen's life all about her. And basically, I mean, I will go with what Scar said. She basically bullied and belittled a dead woman. I wasn't, and still am not, a Life by Jen fan. I didn't like Jen. I didn't hate Jen. I just didn't like Jen. But the crap that Rosee would say about Jen and then turn around and try to make herself sound so much more superior to Jen, it was just like, you're the same fucking person, Rosee. They're like, I could hold a mirror up and you would be each other's reflection. It's just, but that's another thing. Like, she made Jen's I want to say memorial videos about herself, right? So I want to hear how she decides to make Shay's passing about herself. A B and see you next Tuesday. What happened? I wasn't paying attention to the chat. Mads! I'm not going to watch that. Not without a reactor. I can't watch lolcow stuff. Yeah, I'm actually... The interview, I'm going to watch Snow Bear's cut down of it. He said he followed her on Phoebe, but Roz would have blabbed about him talking to her there if he did. Yeah. Aw, thank you for the floating heart, Jules. KY Dad. You guys are funny. All right, anyway. Nope. Did I just screw everything up? No. Okay.
This is what's so infuriating about this is like she's coming on here geeked that she's gonna be on TV, and it's like this woman that passed from her involvement in this, like you don't know her. You don't know what do you know outside of some TikToks that you watched? Like just imagine well, I guess maybe she would have more merit being in a Zachary Michael Marie documentary, but just imagine she was brought up to come talk on a documentary about me, and she considered herself an expert because once upon a time she had a subreddit account that she went and talked on my Snark subreddit about me, and she felt like she was an expert, but then she ended up having to redact it all because she just spouted off some nonsense about me neglecting my dog. And that's because she doesn't actually know me, right? Like it's just so silly to me. I mean, I think she might be able to talk about like the ways that our channels have interacted and stuff, but to me that's what this is. It's like you saw some stuff happening online, you have thoughts, feelings, and opinions about it, and you're welcome to have those thoughts, feelings, and opinions, but you're clearly like not a part of this, you know? That's why I'm also like she should separate herself when people are like, do you know the other victims? Like she should make it a point to say that she's not, because I think she's unintentionally, or maybe intentionally, but I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt and say unintentionally misleading these people.
With her, but obviously it's devastating. So I you know, it's just really, and I think it's really important to like acknowledge it, because I want to make sure I don't misspeak, and I want to make sure that I'm respectful. I don't want to come across like I'm making any of this about like me or the documentary or anything, but
it might be a little too late for that, Diva.
I know I don't have the link, but I know there's a GoFundMe somewhere for helping with everything that is happening in relation to Shay and her family. So just want to throw that out there.
So good of you to bring it up, but not have the link to share with anybody.
It is, it is a sensitive subject. Exactly. Like, I don't want to.
For sure. I'm sure it is a sensitive subject. I agree.
Rosee, not sure if you can answer this, but what are your thoughts on one of the women already being upset about their portrayal of the doc? Very upset about the documentary. I believe that it's everyone's right to their own opinion, to their own experiences, and I think it's not my place to tell her how she should or shouldn't feel. And I'll be interested to see, because no one's seen it yet, right? So once we see it, then I think I may have more to say, and she may have more to say, right? Good or bad. I don't know.
I'm curious about what her portrayal, like what Rosee's gonna have to say about her portrayal once it comes out. I feel like Rosee's made up a lot of ideas about what things are gonna look like for her participation in it. I'd be gagged if it all just came down to that one clip. I'm sure it'll be more, but wouldn't it be funny if the only thing that actually ends up not being on the cutting room floor is the one clip they included in the trailer?
I have wondered that myself, if like the only thing we're gonna hear from Rosee is that soundbite, which I kind of hope is. That would just be fucking amazing, is all we get from Rosee is that sound clip. That immortalized meme for the rest of her life. They don't tell you the price you're gonna pay. That would just be so good. It would be so good. I don't think that's what's gonna happen. But it's just, Buy Cadillacs back, have fun at the gym. But that would just be so good. Ow, I got a cramp in my leg. Goddamn Chloe. Gave me a cramp in my leg. Sorry, I need to back it up a little bit. I got distracted. I know, dead air. Do 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 boop do 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 do. Okay, come on. There we go. Right there. That's where I want to start.
Diva. This is what's so infuriating about this is like she's coming on here geeked that she's gonna be on TV, and it's like this woman that passed from her involvement in this, like you don't know her. You don't know what do you know outside of some TikToks that you watched? Like just imagine well, I guess maybe she would have more merit being in a Zachary Michael Marie documentary, but just imagine she was brought up to come talk on a documentary about me, and she considered herself an expert because once upon a time she had a subreddit account that she went and talked on my Snark subreddit about me, and she felt like she was an expert, but then she ended up having to redact it all because she just spouted off some nonsense about me neglecting my dog. Like, and that's because she doesn't actually know me, right? Like it's just so silly to me. I mean, I think she might be able to talk about like the ways that our channels have interacted and stuff, but to me that's what this is. It's like you saw some stuff happening online, you have thoughts, feelings, and opinions about it, and you're welcome to have those thoughts, feelings, and opinions, but you're clearly like not a part of this, you know? That's why I'm also like she should separate herself when people are like, do you know the other victims? Like she should make it a point to say that she's not, because I think she's unintentionally or maybe intentionally, but I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt and say
I will not give her the benefit of the doubt. Rosee likes to obfuscate herself with other people. You know, she likes to drape other people around her and make it look like she's one of them. Does that make sense? It's not even name dropping, which she does do frequently. Like if she knows your name and she thinks you've got any kind of clout, she's gonna drop your name like a bad penny. She used to do it to me. She did it to Zachary. She tried it with Snowflake. Like she will do that. And I, you know, but I don't think this is unintentional at all. So Rosee is out of grace with me. Rosee's out of grace with a lot of people. What noise am I hearing now?
Unintentionally misleading these people.
With her, but obviously it's devastating. So I you know, it's just really, and I think it's really important to like acknowledge it because I want to make sure I don't speak, and I want to make sure that I'm respectful. I don't want to come across like I'm making any of this about like me or the documentary or anything, but
I'm totally making it about me. Well, thank you, Moonlit Novel, for the Labubu. I'm gonna have to actually get a Labubu, aren't I? Oh shit! You guys, thank you so much. This is only for you to buy a Labubu so you can be just as cool as your mods. I guess you're gonna have to tell me which Labubu to get. They've done that for other docs to drum up hype. Oh, yummy. I still love you, Rosee. Unblock me. Maxine Gutman, I don't want to go into too much detail on why I think this, and I'm not diagnosing, but she has so many histrionic PD syndromes. You're not the first person to say that, and I'm pretty sure you won't be the last. Get the labubu. Gritty Mike is superior. Okay. Do they have an orange labubu? Do they have a gritty labubu? They probably do by now. But as far as the histrionic thing, like, you wouldn't be. We can't diagnose on this channel because none of us are qualified. I think a couple of you are. I think a couple of you have said actually, but I'm not. So we just go off of what we learned from the internet, which, you know, could never be wrong. The internet is never wrong, even if you don't pick up on that sarcasm. But, you know, there was a point when Rosee was seeking her autism diagnosis, somewhere around there. I have been told by a little mouse that one of her shrinks or therapists mentioned that she might have a personality disorder, which is what that would fall under, I believe. And she got so mad that she left. She, I guess, walked out of the guy's office. So she'll take anything but a diagnosis that would have her be, you know, have something actually wrong with her. So, oh, you're obsessed with Ash's Folger kitty, the nipple kitty. That thing terrifies me. Find your Pop Mart favorite. Some people like the Hachi Papu. Oh yeah, thanks for putting Zachary's channel up. This, yes, all of you go to the very small channel that is Zach. But yeah, please go. Let him know I sent you. Actually, I like when he sees who sent him, who sent who. Yes, that makes sense. Why are some diagnoses cool to the girls and some are not? Tessa. Well, because some are cool. Well, you just asked that question. I think it's because of what they see on TV or TikTok, you know, like with the MPD. Yeah, with Amber and her MPD. There's people on TikTok who are like, I don't know, cool themselves, or they look like the manic pixie chick. I didn't say that right, but you get my drift. And she's got MPD, but everybody wants to be around her because she's so cool and quirky, and, you know, she knows who she is, but she's got MPD. So, you know, Amber wants to be that person, so she's got MPD. Also, her girlfriend at the time had it. So that's why. And I don't know what Rosee's thing. Rosee wants autism because her brother has it, and she saw all of the extra care that he got from his parents and probably from school and stuff growing up because he has autism. And so she's jealous of that, and she wants that. She even said as much, really. She just wants that extra attention from her parents. So that's why Rosee wants it. I don't know why she wants a dyslexia diagnosis. I guess because her dad has it. There's no sexy benefit to having dyslexia. So I don't know why she wants that. Listening in the shower, you have to speak up because I'm wearing a towel. Can you hear me now? Sorry, everybody. I'm qualified to say my personality dislikes her. That's fair. Perfectly fair. They do want to be told that they stim. I think you can stim without having a personality problem. I think stimming is... I'm pretty sure stimming... I mean, I know it's like part of things, but I'm pretty sure everybody can do it. They don't like... that's true, Mamie Bell. They don't like diagnoses that can be caused by obesity. They don't want to. Maxine says they don't want to be told the way they form attachments is maladaptive. I don't know. Amber really seems to like that. Because she can. Amber likes to be told. Amber likes that because then she can blame her maladaptive personality issues on her abuse. That's not how you say it in Pig Latin, but there you go. She can blame that on her personality disorders, and she thinks that absolves her of any responsibility. Because, you know, she strikes her partner and she's like, oh, it's my BPD. I have no control over it. I can't stop myself. And it's like, yeah, you've still reached out and smacked somebody. That's still you and your hand connecting with someone else. That's still you. Shrimp Fried My Rice says, because some get you attention and sympathy and are popular as weird quirk. Yeah, exactly. Like being mildly autistic, and some are actual problems. Amber is just mirroring other people's disorders. Yeah, that's basically what I was trying to say. Capon says, because she doesn't have to struggle. She doesn't have to have the struggle of being dyslexic. It's just an excuse for her to not be accountable. Yeah, like, I don't know why you want to be dyslexic. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some interesting things that we do as coping mechanisms, and there's like some interesting things our brains do because that, you know, I've learned about over the years, but like, do you really want to go through life not being able to spell basic words? And not because you don't want to spell them, you literally can't. Is that really how you want to go through life? You really want to go through life not being able to do math? Not because you can't, or not because you don't want to, but literally because you can't. Like, and trying to explain that to people who can is impossible. They just can't wrap their heads around it. And they just think you're stupid. Like, that's how you want to go through life? Why? Why the fuck do you want to do that? I don't get it. It's not a get out of jail free card. It's really frustrating. Anyway. If anyone's having issues on mobile, refresh the stream. Oh, are some of you guys having problems with the stream? Stimming is for everyone. I'm not trying to say that. I'm not trying to take it away from people. Sorry. Oh, yeah, Ticks and Roses. Wasn't she, like, faking having Tourette's? Saving the Wrong Species. I think she believes having a dyslexic diagnosis will explain her low IQ scores. I hate to break it to her, but most people with dyslexia actually score pretty high on IQ tests fairly routinely. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I'm not saying we're geniuses. I'm just saying we tend to score a little higher. Just look at poetry, spelling, word usage. Nothing in that indicates... Exactly. Thank you, KY Dad. Nothing in that indicates dyslexia to me. I've worked in elementary education for 8 years as a teacher and a professor and consultant. Thank you. That's what I keep saying. Dyslexia is sexy. Well, I'm glad you think so, T, with Unicorn. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing... She doesn't have the speech patterns of somebody with dyslexia. She doesn't write like the things that I have seen that she writes. She doesn't write like somebody with dyslexia. Like, she doesn't have anything that would make me think she's dyslexic. Jesse B says, yeah, as a fellow dyscalculia girly, I was always very embarrassed about not being able to understand basic math concepts. Yeah, dyscalculia is a kick in the ass, man. If I was a guy, I'd say a kick in the balls. It fucking sucks. I mean, you learn to get around it. It's not the end of the world, but I don't think dyslexia will explain the average IQ. Autism doesn't explain the average IQ. I mean, high functioning autistics usually score fairly high on IQ tests as well. Like, literally, everything she says after she gets out of that damn assessment is just like, there's nothing wrong with you. You have ADHD. Congratulations. And an average IQ. Congratulations. There's nothing wrong with that. But all these other things that you want to have for some stupid reason, like, you don't have. Anyway. Dyslexia? Oh. Don't do that to me, sugar-free bubble tea. What was it my partner? Oh. Way back when we first started dating, my partner showed me this joke. And it said, when I read it, it said, when life gives you lemons, you might be dyslexic. And I was like, I don't get it. I don't get the joke. And he thought it was hilarious. And he's like, read it again. And I'm like, okay, when life gives you lemons, you might be dyslexic. What? I don't fucking get the joke. And he says, it doesn't say lemons. Like, he got really frustrated. He's like, it doesn't say lemons. He wasn't like yelling at me or anything. But, and I went, and I kept looking at this and I'm like, it says lemons. And he's like, no, it says melons. When life gives you melons, you might be dyslexic. And I'm like, okay, that's a shitty fucking joke to hand to somebody. I didn't think it was, I think it's funny now, but I didn't think it was funny at the time. And he was like, wow, you really read that as lemons. And I went, yeah, it says lemons. So, yeah. Anyway, enough about that. Yami says, wait, I don't get it. Yeah, well, I have to explain to you the word. He wasn't mad. He wasn't yelling or anything. He just like he couldn't understand that I wasn't seeing melon. The word was melons, not lemons. That was the moment you were officially, no, I was diagnosed back in school. I know, that joke proved that I was really dyslexic. And life gives you melons, you make lemonade. I got some melons for you. Yeah, exactly. Fucking melons. Well, okay, so here's the thing that was happening in KY. You said you teach and all that. So here's the thing with hyperlexia and dyslexia. You can actually have both, and hyperlexia can be an indicator of dyslexia, actually. Because hyperlexia doesn't actually indicate that you have a reading comprehension, something like that. But either way, you can be both hyperlexic and dyslexic. Because hyperlexic also, I think, is an indicator, or can be an indicator of autism, actually. So if she was listening and paying attention. So there's that. It doesn't, being able to read at an advanced level doesn't necessarily mean that you aren't having reading issues, like the seeing the words, because like I can comprehend quite well. When I was in school, I did read at an advanced level, but fucking reading sometimes was a chore. And I still, to this day, I prefer audiobooks. Actually, what I prefer is listening to it while following along. That's why I like closed captions. I like being able to hear it and see it at the same time. So, and I prefer like Comic Sans. I know people hate that font, but I prefer Comic Sans if I have to read because it differentiates the letters. But I can read anything and I can comprehend anything. Like I can read medical reports. It's fine. So, and I've been able to read at a high level for a long time. I was hyperlexic. So, but yeah, and then there's shit like this. She claims to have a high IQ and a learning slowness. Yeah, yeah. IP in the... I love your name. Every time. I have both dyslexia and dyscalculia. School was a trip. Yeah. I couldn't read until I was 12. Wow. And everyone thought I was really bad at math until we figured out the numbers. I used to have so many fights with my dad. My dad was like... He was like a math... He was a math guy. I don't know why he didn't just go into math. My dad would read math books for fun. I'm not even kidding you. Like, he would buy these calculus books. Anyway, he would read these fucking math books for fun. He would do... Anyway, and he would get so frustrated with me because I couldn't even do basic math. But anyway. She's a malingerer. What does that mean? Bella says, I'm hyperlexic. You can be hyperlexic and nothing else. I mean, that's the thing about this. It's on a spectrum. I'm hyperlexic with high reading comprehension. Do not recommend. I think most of us have something wrong with us. Hyperlexic is not reading at an advanced level. It's reading without instruction before the age of 5. Yeah. What did you mean, escape? Hyperlexic with reading. Okay. I always thought reading levels were suggestions. I mean, people can read. This is why you have to get assessed. That's why you have to get assessed for these things. You can't just like, though, I mean, sometimes it's fairly obvious. Your custom paint by... Oh, that's awesome, Tea with Unicorn. You'll have to post pictures. I enjoy calling people out for making fun of Comic Sans. I don't like tech snobs. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. A shrimp fried my rice. It sounds like he was a blast. My dad was... Okay. I don't know. I didn't go to parties with my dad. I wasn't old enough. A malingerer is someone who claims to be ill so they don't have to work or contribute. Oh, so like foodie. I like captions because I have children. I can't watch and I want to watch my shows. Yeah. Get your own glass of water. I'm not any type of lexic. I just suck at spelling English. Yeah, well, sometimes you just suck at English. It's a hard language. Come on. Fallacious self-imposed disorder. Oh, are we at the... no, Scooter. Well, maybe we are. What time is it? We got about 15 minutes. Somehow we always get to talking about dyslexia, and I don't mean to. I really am trying not to talk about this every fucking stream. Rowan says, yeah, that was me. My parents said I was already reading at the age of 2 and recognizing names of families. Within other words. See, my family says I was reading early. I don't obviously remember it. How much are you comprehending? I mean, here's my thing. Maybe it was. Maybe Rosee was. Is that where the comprehension thing comes in, though? Because, like, how much can you be comprehending? Your brain's not developed enough. It's just kind of where I'm at. And is that what the hyperlexia thing is? Like, you can read. You can sound the words out, maybe, but... Oh, is that formerly Munchausen's? Gotcha. Why did they change the name? Other than they just felt like it. Comic Sans was based on the font in The Dark Knight Returns, which is very... Oh, from the comic book, not the show. I don't know. You tell me, Allie. I'm just a weirdo. Clown Sourcing says, I'm glad you did because I'm pretty sure I need to get tested for it. I mean, go for it. My mom thought I was reading early, and my aunt realized I was memorizing books. Interesting. It was a struggle to read. Well, there's reading and there's comprehension. Those are two different things. As I just said, Bella, there's reading and there's comprehension. Oh, shit. Oh, it's based on the comic. Okay. The actual comic. Cool. All right, let's watch some more of this. We were at Roz making this Chanel's no. Mm-hmm. We were here listening to Roz make this person's passing about herself.
It might be a little too late for that, Diva.
I know I don't have the link, but I know there's a GoFundMe somewhere for helping with having
Shay.
relation to Shay and her family.
Uh-huh.
So just want to throw that out there.
So good of you to bring it up, but not have the link to share with anybody.
It is a sensitive subject. Exactly. Like, I don't want to.
For sure. I'm sure it is a sensive subject. I agree.
Rosee, not sure if you can answer this, but what are your thoughts on one of the women already being upset about her portrayal of the doc? Very upset about the documentary. I believe that it's everyone's right to their own opinion, to their own experiences, and I think it's not my place to tell her how she should or shouldn't feel. And I'll be interested to see, because no one's seen it yet, right? So once we see it, then I think I may have more to say, and she may have more to say, right? Good or bad. I don't know.
I'm curious about what her portrayal, like what Rosie's gonna have to say about her portrayal once it comes out. I feel like Rosie's made up a lot of ideas about what things are gonna look like for her participation in it. I'd be gagged if it all just came down to that one clip. I'm sure it'll be more, but wouldn't it be funny if the only thing that actually ends up not being on the cutting room floor is the one clip they included in the trailer?
I think it's totally fair to say you aren't completely informed, don't want to make a speech. Thank you, Gabby. Exactly. Yes, exactly. I won't see it before it airs, no.
And I agree with that. I think it's nice that you're...
I don't know why I'm writing this.
I think it's the bare minimum, honestly. Can I just say this?
Well, so much of what you do on the internet is the bare minimum, Rosee.
I saw the title of the documentary. It's called Big Girls Want It. It's such a good title.
Really? I believe as a rule we should step away from naming things after the people who discovered him. Yeah, probably. Sigma Alpha Beta says, what irritates me is Roz should have opened by talking about Shay's passing. Yeah, but that would require Rosee to actually think about other people, which I don't know if you've been here long enough. I don't know how long you've been here. I'm not trying to talk down. But that's a blind spot for Rosee. Other people is the blind spot.
That's such a good
She thinks she's Matilda? What do you mean by that, BJ?
I was like, damn, whoever did that, kudos to you. You're still the same size as when you left the feeders and community, so did you really escape? Or if you're living in the same lifestyle and basically that out? So, well, I'm gonna have to cut my thoughts on that for a second, because I'm not living the same lifestyle, first of all. There is so much to that that's just wrong, and like I know it's someone trying to troll.
Good, I wanted to go over this one too, so let's do this one. It's a ripoff of the title Hot Girls Wanted. Interesting.
Okay, so perhaps we just don't give this person the time or energy then, if you think that they're just here to troll.
Triceratops, I didn't actually. I have not read or seen Matilda. Matilda is a character who's hyper intelligent and kinetic. Okay, I didn't know about the hyper intelligent part. I did know about the kinetic part, or telekinetic. Okay. Matilda was special and could read beyond her age. Okay. I'm sorry, Escape. I jumped over a lot of stuff. I'm sorry. I'll go eventually watch it or something. What movies have I seen? It's a classic lesbian coming of age story. Is she a lesbian? Homework for Tiny. Isn't that the one that she made the cake? Isn't that where the chocolate cake incident comes from, though? Do I really want to watch that? I think I've mentioned that I haven't seen Matilda, though. She wanted to be Belle from Beauty and the Beast next. I've seen that. I actually like that movie. I don't like Disney, but I actually like Beauty and the Beast. I've seen that one. It's very lesbian coded. Okay, cool. I've seen Legally Blonde. I like Legally Blonde.
I don't know. I feel like she's about to get herself real worked up over somebody that she herself is acknowledging is just...
God damn it, Sugar-Free Bubble Tea. I feel called out. I hate you so much. Shut up. I used to read biographies and autobiographies in the library during lunch. What? Leave me alone.
Just there to troll, which is not unlike Rosee, you know. What I will say is I think her life is very different now that she's not
Just skip
like
the cake part.
explicitly making sex work content, right? Like I do think her life is different in that way. I think the ways that like her life hasn't changed much is that there's still a lot of unresolved problems when it comes to her relationship with food, how she thinks about food, how she monetizes food.
Mammy Bell. I mean...
I think it's very clear she's still monetizing food on her channel as a part of a way she
Sugar-free.
makes a living.
Thank you.
Very rarely does she do content on her channel that doesn't involve her cooking or eating some kind.
Nikki T, let me know if you want to see the Matilda. No, I do not. I haven't seen the original. I don't want to see the remake. I'm good. Thanks. Oh, shit. I did dress up as Bart Simpson. Yes, I was the Bart Simpson mascot when I was 13. I got paid for that. That was a paid gig. I used to know how to do the Bartman in that fucking costume. Let me tell you what, that thing is hot as hell. Yeah. Skip that scene. Even as a kid, I thought it was gross. I've seen like stills of it, obviously, and it does look pretty gross. I'm not into that kind of a thing. I remember when Reese Witherspoon was America's Sweetheart. Yeah, I love actually like Legally Blonde and Clueless. That's my other favorite. Those are, I don't know why, but those are my go-tos. Those are like my feel-good movies. That one and Miss Congeniality. I love those movies. Those three movies, those are my go-tos. If I'm just having like I hate everything, I go watch those movies and then I'm like, I still hate everything, but
Kind of food or hauling some kind of food. I think just recently when she did like the makeup live stream, that was like one of the first times in a long time, you know? So I think in that way, there's things about her that haven't changed. But certainly I think actively being a part of the sex work industry and like she was like producing, like being in movies and had an OnlyFans and things like that. And I don't think she's doing that stuff anymore. So I do think her lifestyle has changed since then.
You should be afraid of Castle say that, by the way.
dude, Earth Girls is easy as good too. Yummy. God damn it, we just had this conversation. It's fine. It actually makes sense why pop culture niche girl coded things. There we go. Don't resonate for you, but like traditionally accepted things do. I was a weird person. I growed up weird. DJ Academic said Drake had kids on stream today.
So my size in relation to me like eating on camera is not a direct indicator of fetishism. When it comes to the topic of fetishism and that kind of content and the behaviors in which you're engaging on that and how you engage with the food, how you talk about the food, how you dress, how you like there's a lot and like and again the mannerisms and the way that you speak about it and the way you perform it and what you're eating, those are all things that matter.
So, okay, I want to talk about this. I know we keep getting distracted, and yes, movies are awesome. Somebody asked her about, did she really leave Eaterfayism if she is bigger than she was, or the same size that she is, and effectively bedbound? And so she is making her typical argument of just because she's a fat woman on camera eating food does not mean that she is inherently making eater-fey content. Triceratops. Most days at work, I think you guys talk like grown-ups. I get told that a lot. Thank you for the super chat. I think Kim has told me that on more than one occasion. I'm fun at parties, damn it. I think. You know, I've met a lot of people now who have never read or watched Harry Potter. My partner hadn't. Were you a Jane Austen girly? I am not, but my cousin loved that stuff. Like, that was her thing. But I don't really like most classic novels, honestly. I don't get the appeal of purposefully being depressed for no reason. The girls never leave. Yeah, no, exactly, Truman Hoffman. So right now, Rosee is trying to she makes this argument a lot because she gets asked this a lot. You know, how is what you're making not eater-fey content? And she's trying right now to basically make the argument that how she dresses, how she performs the act of eating, and how she presents how she stages things are not the way you would do it if you were going to create eater-fey corn. I would like to say that I feel like that's a bullshit answer because, unfortunately, I wanted to see what eater-fey content looked like, and so I spent some time on Twitter following, not becoming friends with, but following some women who do make eater-fey content that knew Rosee. And it's exactly like what Rosee makes. I mean, it's a little bit more zhushed up, but it's the same fucking crap. So, no, she's lying out her ass. I cannot see today.
I don't disagree, because obviously if you're aware of like the chocolate cake movie, that
the chocolate cake movie. Call it what it is.
That's a way different performance of interacting with and performing and eating with food. However, I would understand if people are confused because when Rosee first came to YouTube, she would edit out parts of her eating on camera
true.
because she didn't want it to be misconstrued as being a part of feeder content, and she didn't want people who followed her from her feeder past to follow her on YouTube because she was eating. So yes, I do think that there's reasons that people feel like not much has changed because, in fact, you stop editing that stuff out. You just now do it.
Not only do you do it, you highlight it. It is the climax of your videos. Your weird fucking traumatizing cooking videos where you make things that I don't know how the fuck you eat them. Okay, is Quirky Moments in here? You're on my list. Volunteering me for making that salad dressing, by the way. But still, like, it's not the worst thing on the planet, but you're still on my list. But that's the thing. Like, the lead up, literally the climax of her live streams is her eating. It's the cooking is the foreplay. It really truly is. And that's, that's the lead up. It's the foreplay going into the food, and then she plates the food up. And she even gets excited to eat. You'll notice she gets giddy when it's time for her to plate the food up and get ready to eat. Her eyes get a sparkle to them. She starts to eye bang herself in the viewfinder. She makes sure that she's arranged the plate so that you can see the damn thing. You can see the plate and the boobalas. I can't do it. I don't have enough boobala. But that's the thing. And of course it's like right here, and then she just and she snarfs down food that took her hours to make, simple meals that takes her hours to make. She wolfs them down in less than like 15 minutes, sometimes 10. And then she'll sit there and burp into the camera. And she'll bitch about her pain for a while. And then eventually the pillow talk is the burping and her bitching about her pain and, oh my God, you guys, I'm so tired. So tired, you guys. Well, yeah, no shit, you're tired. You spent way too much time cooking. You wolfed your food down. You've spiked your blood sugar. We know you're an unmedicated diabetic. You know you're an unmedicated diabetic. And that's the stream. Those are her streams. Sorry, I was ignoring the Yami. Quirky moments. Tell her thank you for volunteering, Tiny. Yeah, you do that. You tell her that I've got it out for her now. Her eye banging is egregious. Yeah, her boiling point. Good night, Tessa. Thanks for stopping by. Mamie Bell says, even if she's not cooking, there's still food-centered things like her crazy inventory to plan what she's going to eat next. Yeah. It takes her hours to make because it's the hook to keep people watching. Exactly, Ketis. Sorry, Moonlit Novel. Sorry. The cooking is the best content. I know, Yami. I know. I'm still angry I hit diabetic ketoacidosis before these witches. I feel like I know what that means, but I'm not positive. Miss Jarla, I hate when I regret things I've done and have to lie and pretend I was coerced. You spelled that wrong. It's coerced. I'm joking. Or victimized. Yeah, exactly. I voted for Charlie because I didn't know what the hell we were voting for. Ruthie, people paid for her to do different activities online, but no, we get steaming dumplings instead. All right, I want to finish this cluster here
on camera. And so I think Rosee is a part of some of those misconceptions about it.
She put mustard in it? The sad disco ball. Thank you, Susan of the Woods. Once she added mustard, curry, and cottage cheese to the strawberries. There was mustard in it? I didn't know about the mustard. Oh, God. I thought it was just cottage cheese and, like, vinaigrette. Never mind. You have fun with that, Pulpy.
I don't think that, like, big people eating on camera has to inherently be feeder content.
I don't either.
In fact, I think the phrase I usually use is feeder adjacent because I feel like, you know, this is content that maybe these types of people seek out that's free on YouTube, you know? And I do think, given Rosee's history, given Rosee's past, given the ways that Rosee has talked about feeder content in the past, it is fully reasonable that people perceive what she does now to be, at the very least, similar to what she did in the past.
And a fat person inherently eating on camera, or excuse me, a fat person eating on camera is not inherently terrorism. Period.
True. I agree. But I can think of the fat people that I know who are cooks and chefs who eat on camera after cooking in a reasonable amount of time. They don't slurp their food. They don't roll their eyes. They don't salute the pizza. They don't slap the top of the cabinet. I mean, there's this one guy who makes shorts. He taught me how to make, like, Korean crack eggs. Okay, look up that recipe. Those things are fucking awesome. They're called crack eggs for a reason. But yeah, I mean, he's a big guy. And he didn't sit there and roll his eyes. And they're called Korean crack eggs because they're addictive as shit. And he wasn't like, okay? If that dude can manage it, I'm pretty sure you can too.
The first year after I left feederism, I would not eat on camera.
Right.
And I did that because I needed time and space.
Quit telling me what she put in that salad dressing. I don't need to know anymore. This sounds horrible.
Figure some stuff out. I needed to heal.
Uh-huh.
And now for me, and the way I'm living my life,
I have table
and the way that I
manners.
still doing cooking content when I want to, and streaming in that way, I know that that's not feederism content. I know how I was when I made content back then.
I don't care if you aren't making content that is identical to what you made back in the day. It doesn't mean it's not Eater Fae content now. Okay? Snow Bear, I think it's Snow Bear, pulled up a conversation that she found in a Eater Fae Reddit. I think it was. I can't remember if it was a Reddit or not, but she found a subreddit where Eater Faes were discussing mukbangs. And they were talking about essentially how mukbangs were softcore Eater Fae corn. There's no way she doesn't know that. And it's just, no. I'm sorry. I'm not buying a single fucking word of this.
I know how I fetishize myself. I know how I participated in those topics.
Mm-hmm.
It's
For
about
me to be able to
community.
engage in food on camera now is a way of me healing and reconnecting with food in a different way.
That is fucking bullshit. How in God's name is this you healing and connecting with food? Describe to me how this is helping you.
Because food is also about community.
As an anthropologist who studied food and the culture of societal ritual around food, what the fuck are you talking about? You are in no way performing any kind of ritualistic nada to create community around your food. You are not even properly mukbanging, which was a performance of communal eating. You aren't even doing that. Eater Fae. Thank you, Zincat. I like that. I didn't even realize that's what I was saying. Thank you for that. Sky has been a member for 1 month. Well, thank you. Homework for you. The worst fantasy folklore, the Eater Fae. I feel like I need to do. I feel like there's a paper in there. But okay, going back to this. Food is about community. Food can be about community. Almost every culture has celebrations around food. Even even death culture revolves around food. There's a great cookbook. What is the name of it? It's a Southern cookbook. It's a Southern style cookbook, and it's something like even being dead is no excuse for not being something. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. But it's about Southern death culture and how, there's food and you have to be dressed properly and blah, blah, blah. It's actually really funny. But every culture I can think of has major celebrations that have food involved, right? So she's not wrong in that aspect, but there is nothing that she is doing in these frenzies that she has after she's done cooking that would be communal, right? Again, going back to the concept of the mukbang. Those started off, as my understanding, as a person filming themselves eating so that other people could watch it, lonely people could watch it and eat along with them. And it was supposed to mimic a dinner time conversation. It has since become crazy. I don't like them, obviously. So, But she doesn't even do that. Okay? That's not what she does. Okay? So what is the communal thing? That you occasionally acknowledge that your chat exists? That you have your boyfriend up on the laptop so that we can listen to him through a tin can? That sometimes you play music in the background even though your audience has asked you not to do that because it's overstimulating and it sucks? Is that the communal part? Because it sure as fuck isn't the eating part. The only community that you are connecting with your eating habits is the Eater Fae community. That's it. That's the only community you're connecting with. So if it's about community and you're still performing Eater Fae content, which you are, and you know you are, and everybody knows you are, then the community that you're building is Eater Fae community. Your Honor, I rest my case.
Food is also about love in a non-fetishized sense. Food is a way of connection. Food is a very important aspect of our five senses.
I've already argued my point.
And food and feederism are two things that I have a very complicated relationship with. And I've never shied away from that. And at the end of the day, everyone's going to have their opinions, and they're going to believe me or they're not. But I know who I am, and I know what I want to promote, and I know the truth, and that's really all I give a damn about.
I know the truth, and that's all I give a damn about, but I am going to sit here and lecture you about it. I do just want to say I understand where she's coming from. I think what she's missing is that, like, the alleged work that she's done. Because I think for most folks who don't have a history in the feederism community, who don't have a history of like a bad relationship with food, I think all of those things are true and should be true. And she should also get to enjoy food as a part of building community and sharing time with family and all of those things that she just mentioned. But
if she's going to claim that aspect of food, then she needs to eat with her family, cook with her family, leave the fucking house, go to community events like potlucks or cookie swaps or any other events where food is involved, and participate in those events, because that is an aspect where food is involved to help build community. Who was it that said I was a pastor's daughter? Oh, Ezra says I was a pastor's daughter and I grew up on funeral sandwiches. Yeah. Exactly. So, origins. I'm on the elliptical from running from Beatus and my phone trolls. It's all right. I probably wouldn't catch it anyway. Even families get together is mostly the cooking part. Everyone's laughing around the grill or kitchen. Yeah, and that's another thing. Like, sometimes a lot of times the cooking aspect is also communal as well. It's also community building as well. But I mean, think of every shindig you've ever gone to, and there's a charcuterie board. Where is the gathering occurring, right? Even back when you were going to your high school parties, where were people gathering? Where was the largest concentration of people? Wherever the food was, wherever the drinks were, right? That's where the watering hole, and the food hole, right? Where the pizza was, that's where people will gather. And remember, for those of you that went to college, what got people to show up to the extracurricular or the office hour parties? It was free food, because you were a starving college student. And while you were there, the professors got to talk to you about random shit like the hyoid bone of the Neanderthal, which I was right about, by the way. I should have wrote that paper. Anyway, the point is, but we gathered, even the professors gathered around the pizza box, because food. We know better. It's not even good food. It's fucking pizza. All right? When we would finish a dig, we go to a restaurant where there's beer, and we would eat. Food is community, but not what she's doing. But she's making that argument. She's using that argument to justify what she's doing. She's not doing this. We can community write an eater fable. I'm not going to stop you guys. I would love to see it, honestly. Potluck hospitals is what I return to. Are there potlucks? Well, I mean, sure. Well, and the smokers. Fair, Trumerhoffen. Cooking fire. Exactly the dilemma. Who is Rosee connecting with? The only people that she's connecting with communally, doing what she is doing, is the same people that she was connecting with the last time she was doing this shit. The professor knows my face to give leniency and I get free pizza. Exactly. And free food tastes better. Exactly. It was usually Little Caesars. I know, right? Four paws. S'mores after a day at the lake. Right. It doesn't even have to be like spectacular food, you know? It's like little things like that. S'mores, hot dogs roasted on a stick. Those always taste the best, even though there's nothing good about them. There you go. Heather says she needs to join the bingo community with Amber and they can eat fried foods together. Exactly.
The thing that she's not taking into account is that she's not just any person when it comes to those things. And she's also talked about these things actively. So yes, people are going to hold her feet to the fire and be like, hey, Diva, this isn't aligning with what you've said in the past.
Yeah.
And I think that's a fair criticism, because she can come on here and say she's done all of this work, but it doesn't really seem to be the case that she's done all of that work when she's on camera. That's just my opinion from observing her.
When it comes to those things, I don't moan. I actually actively don't do that.
You actually do. You moan, you slurp, you gulp, your jaw fucking clicks. I don't know if that's something you can control or not, but it drives me nuts. You sip from your fucking cups like an infant. You manhandle your food with your fingers when it's not necessary. Foodie. You salute pizza. You slap your hands on the counter. You roll your eyes. You absolutely do these things.
Don't fucking lie.
Well, I don't know if she moans while she eats it, but she does after she finishes eating. She will go,
But my demonetization was not in relation to eating on camera. It was discussing my relationship with food on camera.
It was discussing your relationship with food on camera while you were eating. That's why you got demonetized. Literally everyone knows that, including you. Stop lying.
And what are we doing now, Diva?
Glad you're being respectful of Shane's death. What are you talking about? I was
Okay, this person said, she didn't finish reading it out loud, but this person said, glad you're being respectful of Shay's death, unlike how you treated Life by Jen after she passed. I never watched the full video because she reacted for like 3 hours to Mr. Snowflake doing a longer form video documenting like Life by Jen's history on the internet. So I would just assume it has to be something to do with that.
Not disrespectful of Life by Jen. They still have those videos up. Whatever. My mom's working overtime. God bless y'all.
Her mods were working overtime. Her mods were, I think around this point where her mods had managed to finally get everyone out of the chat, and then it was just ass kissing after that. So that being said, it really wasn't anything entertaining after that. Just her and Remy making kissy faces at each other, which I don't care. Oh yeah, Truman Hoffman when she hit the table. Yeah, with the in Texas when the barbecue. Thank you. Words. Yeah, she slapped the table in public and said something like that. Slap my ass and call me Sally. Yeah. in public. That was weird. It was weird. It was weird. That is not something normal people do. Miss King of Anything says, I'm behind. I am dyslexic and was diagnosed in elementary school. I can read, but my comprehension was terrible. Reading is a chore. I have to read something several times to comprehend. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That does suck. It's a spectrum. I don't want to. I don't want to start the conversation again. I'm sorry, but that does suck, and I want to acknowledge that I read your comment. A Shrimp Fried My Rice says, my apartment building would have massive cookout potlucks in the parking lot, and we'd gather around and eat together. Yeah, I mean, that was just people trying to... The apartments were always trying to build community. Community. Wasn't it 12 hours? What was 12 hours? Her reacting to the Life by Jen thing? I don't remember. I need to look it up. All right. Yeah, she smacked the table when she was eating her mom's pizza. Yeah. Well, A Shrimp Fried My Rice, she was out with Remy. Remy was like encouraging it. He was like, oh, you haven't said anything about the food. What do you want me to say? It tastes good. He wanted her to constantly be talking about how good the food was. That's fucking weird, man. So, all right. We have been live for approximately 3.5 hours at this point. We have got to see the lovely Zachary Marie. I always enjoy reacting to Zach. I enjoy watching Zach. I think I've mostly kept to they thems. I think. So, again, the Discord link is pinned somewhere on the screen. If you do decide to join, be sure to follow the bots or they will boot you because bots be botting. It's nothing personal. It's just a way to keep the Discord safe, I guess. Kim set it up. That tells you everything you need to know. And it's not my Discord. I just rent space there. I'm getting tired, if you can't tell. So this did allow us to talk about both Rosee's Las Vegas thing and the Paradise thing. It did also allow us to watch some Zachary Michael, which it's always fun. I like Zach. I feel like Zach and I like share a wavelength, a brain wavelength. I wouldn't say a brain cell, but we definitely share like a brain wave. Yeah, that's a good one. I'm not dyeing my hair blonde. Let's just leave it at that. So that's where we are. We could talk about giving me a raise. You know, a lot of you gave me super chats this time, and I really appreciate that. And I feel like if I missed one, because I feel like I did miss one, I apologize. I do appreciate you guys supporting me like that. Ooh, Cowboy Caviar. That's good stuff. Oh, I know he doesn't mind. But I also know that they prefer they thems. And I'm trying to be better about it. I really am. So there's that. Also, I know that Rosee calls Zachary he, him to be spiteful. So since we were reacting to Rosee, I was trying to use they, thems to be spiteful to Rosee. So there. But yeah. All right. If you have made it this far in the live, bless. Go ahead and leave a, I don't know, leave a little puppy dog. Aw, thank you, damn it. See, it's late. Thank you, bored girl, for the sun. I appreciate that. Spiteful. Yeah, exactly, Yami. Go ahead and leave a little puppy dog. I know Poe wasn't in Zachary's reactions this time, but Poe exists. So leave a little puppy dog for Zachary. I know he was linked earlier. I should link these videos. See? I'm tired. This is the longer video that we just watched. I'll just link the last one. This is the last video we watched with the really long one. We skipped a good chunk of it because I wanted to get to certain parts. So if you want to go watch the entire video, there's the link to it. Go give it a watch. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Give it a thumbs down if you don't. I mean, I'm not trying to start beef with Zach. But that's all I've got for you guys. Yeah, Judy did pass, unfortunately. Judy was an older dog, though, so these things happen. But she had a good life. And there's a link to Zachary's channel. Thank you, K-Buns. I appreciate that. And I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go eat dinner. I get so brain dead by the end of these. I just ramble at the end. But thank you guys for supporting the channel. Thank you for supporting me. And yeah, good night. See everybody. I'll see members on Friday, because Friday is the members live makeup from Monday, which was Memorial Day here in the States. Do you guys outside of the States, do some of you celebrate Memorial Day on Monday? I don't know. But for members, I will see you guys on Friday. Same bat time, same bat channel. And nope, I'm broadcasting. There we go. All right.